bringing us in. You're all just going to deal with some grumpy-ass fucking people this morning. Good morning, and welcome to Winds of Chaos, our Warhammer Fantasy role-playing game chronicle, currently set in the... What? I'm going to mute Soul until such time as he stops murdering himself in the face. I don't know what's going on there, and I hope he's going to be okay, but it looks like he might not be. So we will let him have a moment that got caught on camera, just to let you know. Alright. Good morning. Soul, give us a thumbs up when you're feeling better over there. Okay. I am a little worried about Soul, actually. You good? You good, buddy?
You made me start laughing when I was drinking coffee and it went up my nose.
Oh, okay. That's what that was. All right. Well, welcome everyone to Winds of Chaos, where even before we start, I make people snort coffee up their nose because I am an evil storyteller, I guess. I'm Thruk, also known as Sean. I'm your storyteller for the day. As we come to the end of the first arc, I believe, if things go the way I think they're probably going to today, we're coming to the end of the first arc of our Warhammer Fantasy campaign. It'll be fascinating to see how that turns out. Let's go around and... Oh, I gotta do some announcement stuff first. Right, of course, thank you to our sponsors, Tabletop Loot, for all your fine loot stuff. Link in the description. Devon Rue, the mistress of maps, or as I like to call her, the mapstress. Link down in the description. And of course, our amazing merch supporter, sponsor, and all things awesome, So Nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear, giving you 10% off all of our stuff if you use the code WELCOME at So Nerdwear by simply going to the link here. And of course, we also now have a Patreon. Our Patreon is dedicated to both supporting and funding the channel in a more efficient way than Twitch allows us to, and once we hit the next funding level, to begin engaging with artists and writers across the community to do things like create bespoke art and all that sort of good stuff. So the long-term goal of the Patreon is to become PBS for RPGs, where we're able to underwrite great creators and writers and artists and give them a place to do amazing stuff and actually get paid for it. So we think that's pretty awesome. And if you do too, please feel free to come join us. And that's our Patreon. And last but not least, of course, if you love us and you love hanging out with us, hang out on our amazing Discord. We just topped 400 members and growing every day. And it's huge and it's awesome. And we love you. And so come check us out on Discord there. And okay, so now let's go around and say hi to everyone, starting with Soul.
Hi, my name is Solomon. I'm not as grumpy as I was 5 minutes ago. And I want to say I'm very happy to be back. I love this channel almost as much as I love my own.
Aww.
And yeah, it has great community members. And hello, everybody.
Kayla.
Oh, I'm playing Roland Eichmann.
Yes, you are. The Huffer's Huffer.
Yes. He is a pilot who has trouble on the water and a particular knowledge for shipwrecks.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Kayla.
I'm Kayla, also known as Miss Misery, and I am playing Wilhelmina, the mean investigator.
Yes, very mean. And yet somehow not. Lily.
Fine, bitter.
Yes.
Bitter works.
I like bitter.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lily. Lilypad Nebula and all the places. I'm also excited to be back after our, 5-week break from this game.
Way too long. It was 3 or 2 or 4.
Well, it's been 2 since we did our one-shot, which wasn't this game.
Yes.
Oh,
and then before that, we had another break of 2 weeks.
Yeah. Terrible.
Something. It's been 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 5. It's been some number of weeks, and that's too long.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to be back and be Maldiaf and Moonsong. Still not technically a knight in all but title. I'm ready to beat up this thing that killed Wilhelm, which I was reminded of today.
That's right. Do a full recap. It's fine. It's been a little while. Y'all, I don't expect you to remember all that much after this long. Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me as Rain Ghost surrounded by X's on Twitter. And on DM's Guild, you can find me under Rain Hayes. I have products on there. And I will be playing Sister Crow the Witch Hunter, whose accent I am struggling to remember.
It's Bayou. You were from the Bayou.
Yeah,
Think Gambit.
I'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Yeah, thank Gambit.
All
y'all
right.
already do it better than me.
Just put a little molasses on it there. Might be good. Okay, so when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were investigating some strange cult activity in their hometown of Bogenhofen. They had rescued the son of the mayor, brought him home, and had gone to this festival, BreadCon 40, 52, or whatever, BreadCon 7, and here, a strange three-legged goblin escaped, and they were hired to go find it. Sadly, they did not find the goblin. They only found pieces of it in a strange demonic ritual room deep under the sewers. This led them on the path of the Steinhager family, who apparently runs this group called the Ordo Septenarius. The Ordo Septenarius appears, to all intents and purposes, be a charitable organization. However, whenever they went to go question anyone about it, that person ended up dead. Except for Counselor Toygan. Counselor Toygan, who turns out to probably be a vampire, recruited one of the members of the party and sent them off to go get trained as a wizard, but gave them some good information about the Ordo Septenarius. And in our very last episode, as the investigation was continuing, they made their way back to the Steinhager warehouses down by the River Bogen. And there they found that there had been some new construction at the back of Warehouse 13, and it looked like they were creating a new ritual space. This concerned the party deeply, so on the recommendation of Roland, the party went to go see the guard captain of the city. As they walked in, they began conversing, and a body falls out of nowhere from above them onto the desk between the guard captain and our party, and it appears to be the body of Wilhelm, who has been grossly murdered. Wilhelm is their small, maybe 14-year-old squire of Maldiathan, who has a very deep voice, and he appears to be dead before you. And so we meet our party now, just as this body has dropped out of the ether, thump, onto the table. And staring in terror is the guard captain, as behind you, there is a laugh. What do you do?
God fucking damn it.
I think Mal is just kind of like staring in shock / horror at the body. Like 60% shock, 40% horror. That's about the mix.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna turn around and see who it is.
Standing there, arms crossed, is a person who looks something like a 20-something's Draco Malfoy, with almost platinum blonde hair pulled back, sharp, hawkish features, and he just smiles and he goes, "Your meddling is over, insects."
I walk up to him.
Yes?
And I headbutt him in the face.
As you go to headbutt him, you realize he's not actually there.
I headbutt the wall.
And then all of a sudden there is this gurgling noise from behind you, and you feel this warm, sort of wet splash across your back.
Huh?
As you whip around, you see Gideon there. A sword has gone up through the throat and mouth of the guard captain, and he's pulling it out. A gut of blood across the room.
Okay, well, I can see how this looks bad.
Murderers! Murderers! And then he's gone, and you start hearing thumping coming up the stairs.
Ah, shit.
Is there a window?
There is!
Roland says, "All right, boys, time to jump, and ladies." And I
You are on the. I should be. You're on the 4th floor of a stone tower of the guard captains of the guard keep.
Is there like a hay bale or a pile of manure?
I mean, you could trust to luck.
I'll look down before I jump.
It's called a leap of faith.
It is.
It is called a leap of faith. So guess what rolls?
Okay, there might. Okay.
He's like, Papa Tall, I never asked you for anything. Oh, wait, Sigmar, I've never asked you for anything.
Yeah, you recently reconnected with Sigmar. You've
Sigmar.
Hey, which god do I follow again?
Yeah, Sigmar, please. I am begging you. Let there be something at the bottom of this.
Are you saying that as you're falling?
Yeah, and you're just like, what is he praying about? He's just
Roll
like,
a
what is
D100.
going on? And then he jumps out the window.
Oh my god. Look it! Roll a D100.
All right. What am I rolling?
A D100.
Just a straight up D100.
Just straight up
Just a
D100.
straight up D100.
All right.
You're calling on divine intervention to help you. Ouch.
Oh, then I am dead.
You land in a
I
hiccup.
don't even know it. Dude, 24 is good.
Yeah. In my brain, my headcanon was there'd be some soft landing. There's a 25% chance of a soft landing below you.
Oh, thank God.
Wow. Damn.
Because I hadn't decided, I figured I'd let, Grimdark Rationale decide. And so there's
Sure.
a chance. Yeah. And you, it's a hay bale, for sure.
I think the party's just like, he's dead. Fuck, idiot.
The other three
Great,
of you
Roland's dead.
I'm
Wilhelmina's
alive.
is gonna throw herself to the floor and try to look shocked,
Okay.
which isn't that hard right now.
So the blood came from behind us, right?
Yeah, and as you turn around, you see a dead guard captain and
Okay.
no Gideon.
I'm going to throw myself down on my stomach so that the blood's at my back and easily seen.
Okay. And Mel, what are you doing?
I've adjusted it to about 20% shock, 80% horror.
Okay. If you want to, you can actually make a willpower test.
Straight.
Yeah. Go ahead and take one. Where's it at? Corruption.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. For a moment, you hear some rumbling, muffled speaking from behind the door, and rushing in, almost smoke, it looks like, coming off of him, wearing this wide-brimmed hat and this heavy coat, is Counselor Toygan. And he looks around and he says, "I've only bought us a few minutes. We have to get going. Come with me."
I'm up and ready to go.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I'm up and following.
Where's your boat friend?
He ran.
He's
I'm all right.
he went out the window.
I lived.
We'll get him on the way. There's a carriage waiting for you outside. I will take you down to it now. And for...
I'm gonna peek my head out real quick. Roland, carriage, and run back in.
Oh, no, Gideon is not
Through
the
the
guard
hay bale.
captain. I'm sorry. I gave you the name of a character you haven't met yet. Gideon is not the guard captain. Apparently this blonde-haired guy is Gideon, but he never actually introduced himself. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah, sorry. You'll find that out soon enough. It's cool. And it's a come with me if you want to live. Right. And so he takes you down the stairs to a carriage. If you follow him,
I'm gonna grab my notes first, and then I'm following him
works for me.
from underneath. I'm
I
guessing
know
underneath William.
Yeah, Roland knows where the docks are, so he'll just meet
Did
him
we-
on the way there.
Did we
They
ever
will
buy
come
that
and
sword?
grab you. Oh, go ahead, Mel.
Did we ever buy that sword for Wilhelm?
Yes.
Okay. I lay the sword across his chest and I say something in Elvish and then before I go and follow them.
Make a plus 20 intuition check.
trying to remember what skill.
If you-
Got it.
Yeah, skill.
I'm trying to remember what the skills and what the
You're cool.
characteristics are.
It's all good. It's been a little while. I mean, 6 successes is it's technically not a critical, but it's a wildly good success. As you put the sword on this person, there's something distinctively wrong. Their body, like, it looks like a flesh body, and it looks like it's made of skin and sinew and bone, but when you know, like when you sleep on a bale of hay and it's got kind of that crunch to it? When you put the sword on there, you get that same sort of crunchy resistance, and it's not right.
Okay, Mal gives like a weird look, and then goes to follow the rest of the group.
Okay, and you're easily intercepted down there. Wow, I just blanked on your name because it's been so long. Roland, I was going to call you Rolf. If you want to be, like,
No, that's gonna be his new witness protection name.
Rolf. Yeah.
Rolf.
I'm cool with it. I mean, I made this guy like Han Solo, but he's turning out more like Chuck.
Little column A, little column B, nothing wrong with that. Both work out.
But he'll.
Cool. Yeah, and you will be intercepted if you want to be, Roland. They will find
nothing
you.
to see. Nothing to see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so with the 4 of you in the carriage with Toygan, he takes off his hat. He looks a little burnt here and there, and it rides off towards his home. Yes.
I want to ask him a question. Why are you helping us?
Because terrible things are happening, and you seem to be poking your nose into them.
Yes, but you are an evil creature. Why are you helping us? Don't say you're not. We can see right now, clearly.
I am a selfish creature. I would not consider myself evil.
Very astute observation of morality there.
But once we get back to where I know it's safe, we will have a stronger discussion about this.
So the city's well-being. I'm just trying to figure out your mindset. The city's well-being is, as it currently stands right now, is not in your interest. It's not aligned.
No, opposite of that.
No. I mean, its current status right now.
Of being screwed up and about to be destroyed, yes, is not in line with what I would like to have happen. Indeed.
So our interests are aligned. That's all I wanted to get.
Yes, indeed.
Gotcha. Interesting. I like this alliance that we're forming.
Okay, good.
I don't.
Shut up!
As you say that, Sister Crow, you pull up to Counselor Toygan's house, whose house you've been to before. And it is kind of a big
Toygan's
creepy
the vampire,
house.
right?
Yeah, It's a big creepy vampire house. Yep.
Right. Thunder, lightning, everything's black and white now for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
Why did I not see this before?
all of a sudden he's wearing very heavy eyeshadow under his eyes,
right.
which he didn't have. It's weird. Yeah, it
steps out and goes.
He'll just call his sheriff. Don't worry about it.
I want to suck your blood, but the third. no. Okay. Nope. Okay. So, he takes you inside and sits down at the same table where you all had dinner, where everything was weirdly red. That you were fed.
Right.
And he goes, so. And he looks at each of you. What have you discovered so far?
Sigmar is a real god.
I'll take out my my copy of my notes and just kind of toss them across the table to him. Put my hand in my head in my hands.
He will flip through them. You have come incredibly close to the truth in this, while skirting around it almost entirely. That's impressive. Yes.
Who was that?
That was Gideon.
Who's Gideon?
So, Gideon is a demon, technically, in human guise. To start, Steinhager is the linchpin of the Ordo Septenarius. He is its leader and its formal head of the inner circle. He told us when he formed this society that he had a form of sorcery that could influence the entire economy of the city and allow us to enrich ourselves while doing good for the people who are here. This fit my purposes at the time, and so I was happy to go along with it. It's why the Ordo Septenarius was established, I thought. It turns out this was a smokescreen. Everything, it turns out, was going according to Steinhager's plans, but at our most recent meeting he seemed agitated, so I decided to follow him, and he had removed all evidence of the ritual space he said he was using to do this sorcery, and began to build a new one, which I believe you found at Warehouse 13. And this is where it gets worse. It turns out he was using the wealth we were gathering from our economic successes to fuel the summon of a demon named Gideon. Steinhager bound himself to the service of this demon, believing that doing so he would continue to make us richer, or at least so he told us at the time. It turns out, over time, the needs of maintaining this link have increased and have become more exotic. Now, I am not a squeamish person, but a week ago he began mentioning a great sacrifice in order to bring forth something glorious for the city of Bogenhofen. And I began to investigate, and this is when I realized who Gideon truly was, and that by sacrificing a human, they were going to attempt to open a gate to the realms of chaos and allow their forces to pour through into the streets of Bogenhofen, unleashing a great and terrible calamity upon the Reich now.
That's
Sadly.
what we stopped, isn't it?
No, that is what is going to happen at midnight tonight.
Oh, okay.
So we are now all that stands between Gideon and his stooge Steinhager. And we have to put a stop to this, if you'll help me.
Where are they?
I believe they will be gathering this evening at the warehouse.
Mal pushes out of her chair, stands, and starts to leave.
Why don't we actually plan first before...
Yeah, I'll grab Mal.
Okay.
Oh wait, I forget. I have a broken collarbone still.
You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
I am invited to go to the ceremony, so I can be on the inside of this, but I could not stop them alone.
What do you need?
I need people on the outside who can come in and make this stop. Maybe we can destroy this demon together. Maybe we can stop the ritual.
Do you have any idea how far up this goes? Does it just stop at Bogenhofen?
As far as I'm aware, this is I know that the city leadership is compromised, but I do not know anything beyond.
How many members of the Ordo?
The inner circle is there are 8 of us total, 7 and Steinhager.
What are your own personal ambitions to this? Why, aside from not entirely aligning with your interests, do you get out of it if we succeed?
Demon invasions are incredibly bad for business.
Okay, I can see that. Fair. Guys, I think he's legit.
Is the mayor involved in this?
Yes.
Oh.
Is the mayor the mayor? He has some...
Yes, the mayor is mayor.
Okay.
Well,
Do
you
know
all are
if
right.
he had plans to do something to his son?
I believe he thinks his son was onto him. I believe he sent his son away on purpose. And
That
then
makes
he
sense.
he figured, and this is actually a very wise move, to send a group of adventurers after him, assuming those adventurers would get killed. And it would be one less group of nosy people within within the city.
Well, that backfired.
Thank you, 2D4 RPG.
Woohoo!
Indeed. I also believe that's why you've been running into more roadblocks than one would normally expect.
Well, I think we got some demons to kill. We know the warehouse is where it's going to be. Why don't we just all wait for them to gather and burn the house down?
We're not good at hiding.
I'm not talking about hiding. I'm literally just talking about burning the warehouse down from the inside. Or from the outside.
Can we not just burn it down now?
I think I tried that last time and everybody stopped me.
So
So
we
I'm
just
not
move to a
sure.
new
I'll let
location.
you guys plan it out. I think my plans are incredibly destructive. But effective. Just saying. Destructive but effective. That's the Roland Eichmann motto.
I want to get out of this alive.
I did say from the outside. That's all I'm saying.
If we
but
burned it
still.
down now, they would just move to a new location.
If they're all inside it first.
Yes, I do believe it would be wise to have them congregated in a single place.
And I'm not familiar with chaos rituals at all. Aside
That's
from
for
the
the
one
best.
that we... Yeah, aside from the one we stopped in the cave and the few that we've seen inside the sewers. Maybe I am more familiar with them than I thought. But... ugh. But it typically requires multiple people, I would assume, doesn't it?
It depends, yes, but it could.
Jimmy,
if-
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, it depends on the link between whoever is doing the magic and what they are trying to draw down, just like anything else.
Do you have any idea? That was my next question. Do you have any idea what they're trying to draw down from the chaos realm?
It is my understanding that they want to open a rift to the chaos realm and allow minions of a certain god to...
Do you know which god?
I dare not speak its name.
Is it like Voldemort? Sorry. Okay.
I know this god, right? Because I figured it out a while back.
Yeah, it was... Did we talk about Zinch?
It was Zinch, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
Zinchy. Hi, Mercury.
Zinchi. Okay. Does
Although, I don't know if you said that out loud or not. Cause
No, I never said the name. I just said that it was a power of sorcery.
Sister Crow, are your superiors still in town?
Maybe. He kind of moves around a lot.
If they are, it might be wise to get their assistance with this.
Yeah, I wish I could.
I could call the Huffers, but they're probably all drunk. Not necessarily fighters. It was Mr. Patrick's birthday yesterday.
That man is a saint, I tell you.
He is great, isn't he? So they're useless. Don't. They can fight, but they're useless.
I mean, is it strong alcohol? Will it set ablaze?
Oh yes, the Emerald Isle whiskey is strong.
Ah, the elven ales.
The elven whiskeys and ales. I mean, right, pal? And I'll slap her on the shoulder.
Yes, exactly.
What is it in elfin? Jemaison?
We're gonna run this right into the ground.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
just all the way. No, you're fine. It's cool. It's cool.
Jemaison. No, that's a chaos
The son
god.
of Jemay.
Man, when I used to drink, Jemaison used to got me in real trouble. Anyway, yeah, no, that I've been in contact with the river wardens, everything ever since stuff's really been going down, but I think he may have already left. Thruck, is that River Warden? Because once I was thinking about starting going into that class after the Huffer was gone, right?
Yeah.
Is that guy still in town?
There
I forget his...
There tend to be river wardens about. They're like state highway patrol for rivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they tend to be around, maybe not always easily reachable because they're off doing river wardeny things. And that is least necessary within a city, but if there's it never hurts to check, right? There is an arguable chance that there is a river warden.
They're really going to be able to that much help.
Are there Sigmarian witch hunters?
Oh shit! You want to get them? I could try and go. I could try and go to the temple.
Are they the ones that would just destroy the city?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if I may.
Go ahead.
You are aware of my condition.
Uh-huh.
I do not believe that, would you call in additional hunters of any kind, that it would be good for me so much. And, I understand that it might be dangerous for you not to call them in, so I would, if it makes you feel better.
We're very open-minded, my friend. We understand.
No, we're not.
I would make additional allowances to the cult of Tall in order to ensure their legacy here is firm and complete for years to come.
My hand is over Sister Crow's mouth. That is very kind of you. I looked at Crow, and I'll release my hand.
Crow's very carefully biting her tongue.
I think the best thing for us to do right now is to just take care of the problem as it stands. If we could get those... What about you, Wilhelmina? Do you have any ideas?
I'm thinking. Twygan, do you have any way of communicating with us once you're inside?
It is very invasive.
How so?
I can speak with one of you, but it is very invasive.
Explanation?
What does that entail?
I would be entering your mind.
If you do it once, will you be able to do it again easier?
Yes.
Aren't you... Are you going to come with us?
I will be present at the ceremony.
Then, there we go. We have a man on the inside.
Yes.
How well do you and your kind stick to contracts or agreements?
I don't know about my kind. I haven't lived with them in a long time, but I stick to my contract.
I want a contract saying that you can enter my mind for this in operation and that only.
I think that's eminently fair.
Can we... Is there a way to roll like a lore check? Because I read to see if I know.
I'm a reader.
I got my Reading Rainbow bookmark.
You do.
Yeah. Is there a way to tell
if he's lying?
If there's some sort of like vampire lore that says like,
make a history something. Do you have lore? What lores do you have?
I have local, riverways, language, Elvish, and Rex. So
make a local lore check. Because if you were going to get it, you'd get it from, at a plus 20.
At a plus 20?
Yeah. So you made it at one success level. There are no specific... In the way that there are for, like, Fae and stuff like that, where there are bans where, like, if you make a contrast, you must keep it. You may not touch silver at midnight, or things like that. That stuff doesn't really exist as far as you know for vampires. Fire... stakes to the heart, beheading, blood sucking, but nothing really around contractual magic.
Okay. As a businessman, what kind of vibe do I get off of him? I have I have etiquette killer, and I have the haggle.
He seems like he wants to stay in business. He seems concerned that this is a losing proposition for him should this ritual go through, and that he has far more important things to worry about than a giant army of demons showing up on his doorstep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that, Wilhelmina?
No, but I want this done and over with.
I mean, either way we could do it. No offense, Toygan, you're already in the inside, but we don't. It would be useful for you to be able to communicate to us in a way like that.
With this,
To tell us when to strike.
yeah, that's the thing. We need pinpoint accuracy at this point. We need to do as much damage with a little effort as possible, and then get the fuck out.
Wait, what are we talking about? We have another set of allies. I mean, Toygan, we're just trying to get them more. That's what we're discussing right now, right?
I think we're discussing stopping the ritual.
We are, but we also want to do this in the best way possible that's better for everyone else, who is another sect of businessmen and businesswomen who don't want demons running around the street. And that we've been communicating with, and it's good for them because it would be good for us. Wilhelmina, I'm looking to her.
Wilhelmina knows. Kayla doesn't because she hasn't played in a while.
Thieves Guild.
Oh shit, yeah.
They don't want
Redcon,
this
of
happening.
course.
Breadcon! Right!
Redcon.
We need to get somehow, but it would cost us a lot. I mean,
No.
Twigan, by the way, up your security. I sold them some information on your house.
He just kind of leans back in his chair.
Roland the deal maker's just like, I wasn't there. Wait, was I? It's been so
It was
long.
No,
very
this was
Very,
Crow
very
and
basic.
yeah.
Never offer that information for free at a good price.
I like you.
I'm up front at this point. I'm done. I want.
I know
Well,
there's an honesty, but
Yeah, I respect
seriously,
the honesty of it.
I
What's-
can go get our friend and bring him here as a representative if needed, but I need guarantee that I'd be able to get through the city and back. If this didn't work, he's probably tipped us to everyone.
I'll go with you if you want.
No, why don't I send someone?
I think the Thieves Guild works more with people who they trust already.
Do you know anybody that can go get them? And we need to keep this as civil and pleasant as possible. Bring him here by
Yeah. He looks
collusion or
at you,
something.
and all of a sudden you're looking in a mirror.
Oh, I see what happened. All right, cool. Wow, good job. It's daylight still. Would that work?
Yes, as long as I am not outside too. But I feel like I should perhaps, and he suddenly shifts into looking like Wilhelmina, and we'll start talking like Wilhelmina. I can't talk like Kayla really, but a little bit of this here. And perhaps I should go like.
Oh, okay. It's impressive, but it seems very rude and creepy at the same time. I mean, we're still here, man.
No,
Make yourself look like Crow and come on. I'll go with you.
no, you should not go. I mean, if you want to, I will not stop you, but I am telling you, you should not.
Just say, yeah. I mean, the head of the Thieves Guild already knows about this place. We can, if you let them know we're already here.
A demon looking for you, and the city guard looking.
All right.
If you want to go at your own risk. I feel like if you really believe that you're the only ones who can speak to them, I will not stop.
You know what? No, I think it's better that you do it. You're right.
Just don't mess with their heads and don't bring them here under duress. Upfront, honest, and with a handful of money, we'll get them before anything else. Crow,
That I can do.
give them more than I have. What do you
Is
know?
20 gold a lot?
Yes.
I'll hand him 20 gold.
No, I don't need your money.
This is for the Thieves Guild.
I don't need your money.
Okay, never
To
mind.
bribe the thief.
Shit. All right, Mr. Baller, go in and do your shit.
Motherfucker, I'm a goddamn vampire.
Yeah, I know how to hustle.
And
If
yeah,
you're going out before
Yes.
you leave, does anyone here know how to make explosives?
like, from a gun?
No, like a thing that you light it and then it will blow up.
I
that
mean,
we
if
can
we get
place
enough
around the
alcohol in
warehouse.
barrels,
Barry taught me a little bit. May he rest in peace, homeboy. Sigmar, he's with you right now.
Pour some out.
Hail Mary. We just turned gangster all of a sudden in the right one. I mean, I'm all right. I'm not proficient, but I can try my best. At the same time, I don't want to blow everybody up.
As a farmer's daughter and dealing with fertilizer, would I know anything?
I don't know what the skill would be to, like...
It's black powder, right?
Yeah, there's a black powder skill.
Well, there's like ranged for like using it as a weapon, but would that count for like making
I would
it?
also count that as lore, right? I
Okay.
don't know that I would necessarily in the end count that as the ability to make it, but I would definitely count that as the lore to know the basics.
I mean, there's
right?
also ranged explosives.
Yeah.
which is like grenades and cannons.
I can try, guys. I mean, I would not risk it.
I swear to God, if you blow yourself up,
Inside a
I'll
vampire
certainly
castle.
yeah,
All right. Well, I guess we don't need anything extremely technical. We could just get barrels of black powder and set them up around the warehouse.
That I don't know if I still have. Let me check.
You have
I know.
friends that are drunk
I
off
know.
their asses that have strong alcohol.
You're thinking of the good old halfling cocktail.
I like that it's called a cocktail.
At Barry's place, does he have a lot of liquor? I know he's a brewer for beer, but does he have a lot of liquor?
Did he?
Cheap,
It was
like
mostly beer. I mean, there was some cheap liquor there. Yeah,
murder.
I have to imagine
High
dwarven
proof
ale
alcohol.
is like the vodka of.
it's mostly beers.
it's
and,
ale
and,
to
and
dwarves.
ales and, yeah.
Molotov cocktails.
halfling cocktails.
Molotov is a very famous halfling cook.
It's true.
I think let's get the Thieves Guild. I think they would have the resources.
I'm
to
going
be
now.
able to do this.
If they have things we can use to make it explode, that works.
Goodbye,
It is
Toykin.
done. I will ask. And he exits scene left.
I'm just gonna get
stage left.
my head in my hand.
I think the best thing we could do is go through his library and see if he has any books relating to the subject. He wouldn't speak it, but he knows what it is. So I'm going to go to the library and
I will follow him to the
Research.
library, but first I'm going to take out 2 silver bolts and start carving in them.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go to the library as well to start reading.
And
Not
now,
even
what are you
anything
doing?
related, just
You're just reading stuff. You're
Distraction.
rolling. Yeah, is looking specifically for chaos texts.
I
love
mean,
that.
he's a vampire.
I love that. I love that you know exactly what you're looking for, and it is the most dangerous thing in the game, and I love that.
Yeah,
All right.
you know,
Yeah.
easy.
Whatever.
Now, what are you up to? What are you doing?
So I'm trying to think of what I could do to prepare. I don't know if there's anything I could do.
Montage.
Is there a thing where, like, even if you're not even though I'm not like a cleric or something, is there a way I could like reach out to a god, like a god or something, to be like, "Yo, we're about to fight a demon. This is some heavy shit."
Yo,
By the way, Wilhelm, hope he's with you, please.
pulling up
Pour
from
some
Wilhelm.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Oh,
can
shit, that's for the
always try
explosives.
to pray. Make a willpower test. No, unless
Okay.
you have.
Well, actually, if
Pray.
this works, it's going to be very interesting. Because Throck knows.
I do. Though I might need a refresher. It's been a little while since we talked about your back.
Well,
Oh yeah, I remember now.
okay. I was trying to find the
without
names.
say.
I was trying to find the names.
Yeah.
Okay. So just a straight pray
Just
test?
Straight willpower. Do you
Oh,
have
straight
pray?
willpower. I don't have pray.
Then make a straight willpower test. No plus 20.
Willpower. Okay. Boop. Boop.
God damn.
A presence overtakes you as you're praying. Maldiaphant Moonsong. It is good to hear your oblations.
Good word.
It's been a while. My apologies.
Too long. What do you wish?
We are to face a very powerful demon, attempt to stop them from destroying everything. It would it would be very difficult to do things in your name if I were to be killed from a demon because I was not prepared for such a feat. If you were to offer me assistance, I will do my best to convert someone to your word.
You feel a hand slowly and sensually reach around your neck as this purplish skin raises up to your cheek and slowly moves down. And there is a whisper in your ear. What new convert would you give us?
There's someone that's away from us now that I think may work. But it would depend on if we can see them again. Otherwise,
Yeah.
This is your friend Gloria?
yes.
Would be interesting to have a human. with
I thought it would
magic
be.
powers. Maldiaphant. What gift can I give you that you do not already have? In order to defeat this thing.
I pull out my sword, and this blade is unfortunately very mundane.
Indeed.
Your blessing upon it would go a long way.
Turn around. And for the first time, you face her.
What's up,
Where-
girl?
What up, girl? Dark purple skin, barely dressed. A simple, almost see-through skirt that's white with this golden inlay through it. The same for the top. These white streaks coming back off the side of her hair. And we do not have to go too deep into this role play, but she will say, Neil. Taste it. And then we'll black out there because I'm getting a little grossed out by it. But yeah, it's a goddess of seduction, and there will be some seducing, and it will happen. And yes, adult things.
Hail of Tharky.
Yeah, will be going on from that point forward. And
Wait.
yes,
Wait.
Yup.
with the
What?
Yup.
with
You sneaky bitch! Sorry.
your sword, when you unsheathe it for the first time after finishing this prayer,
Ayo.
has changed its shape. It looks much more dark elven to start. It's kind of got a few wicked jags down near the hilt, and it has almost this leaf flared tip on the end. There's this purple, almost glaze that's now over it. And for the purposes of fighting demons specifically, it gives you a plus 20
Nice.
to your weapon skill roll that is appropriate for that weapon. And is considered to have 3 additional success levels for damage.
Only when fighting demons.
Only when fighting demons. The rest of the time it's plus 10 and 1 additional success level. It turned into a plus 1 sword. Yeah, she turned into a plus 1 demon slayer sword. Yes.
Thanks, girl.
You're welcome, girl.
I never suspected Roland and Wilhelmina to be the good guys of this story.
Hey, I'm still good.
Mel's not a bad guy.
No, you're blind to your own religious. You're zealot. We can at least calm down. Oh, Jesus.
There are way worse gods to be a zealot for than a Thardy. Let's be real about that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. She's just a traitor to her kind. Wow. Okay.
Like, she's not a straight up chaos god. She's kind of just, like, from what I was looking
yeah,
at,
she's
like,
Chaos Light. Sure, I got it. Yeah.
right, chaos light. It's like a roguelite. It's not quite a. It's not a roguelike. It's a roguelite.
Yeah, let's go to Oathwand and see how they see that.
See, maybe that's has to do with why I left.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
This is a really good section to reveal that.
That was great. Yeah, I loved every minute of that. And what's great is you only revealed it to the players and not the characters. And that.
Yeah, no, the characters don't know.
Yeah. All right. So Roland, you're doing a little research.
Yeah, I want to do a little research. For sure.
Little chaos research.
Yeah, he's like Harry Potter. He's not afraid to get into this.
What up? Yeah. So go ahead and
The restricted section.
yeah. Right. Make me a. I'm just looking at these skills. There are more skills than I remember.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't have lore chaos.
No, but you could make me.
To that.
You can make me a perception check.
A perception?
Yeah, plus
Ooh.
20.
Very good at that.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous that you get to play that.
Okay. You are easily able to. There is a section of books that are actually hollow. As you're looking through them, you realize it's a carved out area. And as you pull them back, they're hiding. They hinge forward and out. And as you do, there are 4 like old scrolls, and not like a single sheaf of paper, but like a legitimate like scroll, right? That are like double wrapped and probably would be like 50 or 60 book pages. There are 4 of them sitting back there.
Okay.
One each with a different symbol on it.
Is Wilhelmina with me?
Wilhelmina, are you directly? Because you said you were just going to go look and read books and stuff like that. So I didn't know if you were directly with Roland or are you just somewhere else in the library.
I'm probably in proximity. Most likely, I just grabbed a book, any book, because
Okay.
well, I put it for this for a
Yeah,
second.
I'll be like, no, Wilhelmina, over here. Knowledge is power, girl. Help me out here.
Put the book away, come over, thinking about killing him for a little while, take whatever he says to read.
Yeah, no. Trying to do what's best. I'm honest about that.
Okay, so on the ends of each of the scrolls, they have like scroll end caps, and each one of the 4 scrolls has a different symbol on it.
Okay.
I
will try to find the one that matches the purple hands that we've been chasing throughout the city and the country, for that matter.
There's not one specifically that matches the purple hands.
Shit.
There are the 4 symbols. One of them is 3 dots inlaid in green. One of them is like a purple half moon with another little squiggle coming off the top of it. I'm looking for the other 2 symbols off the top of my head. I can't remember them quickly.
From the ritual site and the other places we had been, because Roland and Crow were pretty badly hurt, but myself and Mal were able to kind of investigate a little bit more. Would any of these be familiar?
Let me get through the 4 descriptions, and then we'll do that. No worries. So the 4 are the 3 green dots that look like they're connected by some sort of like almost tentacly thing between the 3 of them. And then there is a blue kind of half moon that kind of swirls up into a little like tadpole tail. And then there is a purple clock with a staff coming out of the top of it that's got 2 like half moons carved in it, 2 very thin half moons carved in it. And then the top one looks like some sort of rune with a square bottom, and it's made out of copper. And of the ones here you would vaguely recognize, you've seen the 3 dots before, and you've seen the blue, like, tadpole half moon before. And I can kind of draw this.
Crow's in the library, isn't she?
I thought you were going to do some praying. If not, that's totally fine.
No, I was carving on some of my silver bolts, and then I was following him to the library to research.
I'll give Roland the one with the 3 dots, and I'll take the tadpole one.
Okay.
Is this what we're looking for?
It rings a bell. I don't know why.
Okay. And I'll be like...
Can you see what I'm drawing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure. These are terrible versions of these, by the way. These are just...
Sorry, my first image of that was not what it was.
Yeah, these are just like, that's supposed to be like a circle, and it's got a thing coming out, and it goes like that.
That's what she said.
I'm just saying, that does not look anatomically correct.
Yeah, you should really go to a plastic surgeon. If that's
Oh, God.
3 dots one is really, really familiar, and I can't place it.
So, why don't both of you make me willpower tests when you open these books?
I would like to invoke Sigmar's name as I do. Be like, I'm sorry, Sigmar, but knowing is half the battle. And
you're not going to get any bonus from invoking the name of Sigmar when opening this text.
Okay. Willpower?
Yeah, straight willpower, no pluses.
Straight willpower.
Oh.
Fuck.
So, Roland, go ahead and take 6 corruption.
Oh, shit.
As you begin to read and understand. Which one did you pick up?
The 3-dot one.
Okay. I thought Wilhelmina picked up the 3-dot one.
No, she handed me the 3-dot.
You did.
Are you about to mutate?
You screaming and throw myself away from it? If I see that happen to him?
No, because it happens at the same time.
So that puts me at max corruption, by the way.
Sure, probably does. Okay, that's what happens when you read texts, specifically chaos texts. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I was asking if Pro was there.
No, because they first went in and they just started looking around, and you're carving your silver thing, so you're not there yet.
Okay.
Boygan's gonna be so pissed.
What did you do?
He's gonna be mad. Let's get real. Okay, So we'll start with you, Roland, who takes 6 corruption. And
No, I have to look at my skills. Just 1 second.
you realize as pus begins coming out of your eye,
Oh,
and you start to build up a fever.
ew.
You immediately think, ooh, but then you realize there is glory in this.
Oh.
This is change. This is the grand transformation.
Oh, God.
Nurgle, my father, begins to call to me. And you learn the name of the god of pestilence and disease. And
Perfect.
kind of like it.
Just what I wanted.
Nurgle. Yeah.
Could I get the sexy dark elf lady?
You had to find elven text for that.
So you did the other one there, yeah? You did the half moon with the tadpole on top?
Yeah, but because I'm strong-minded, can I resist a little bit more?
It is a fumbling failure. Had it not been a critical fail, I would have said yes. But it is a fumbling failure. Yeah.
Sorry, Wilhelmina. I'm
Not
savvy.
goodbye.
And I? Go back. Man, this isn't a good idea.
Oh, God, Roland has a visual mutation.
Maybe. We'll take a look at the rules on that in just a second. Wilhelmina, what color is your hair?
Brown.
Your hair is now a shock ice blue.
Oh, cool.
As you
That is
begin
cool.
to read through this, and it begins to kind of take on extra body and kind of stand up on its own, not vertically, just kind of out and naturally flowing away from you. And for a moment, you blink away from your eyes, and you don't. Your eyes feel funny for a moment, but you don't realize why. But as you read through this basic treatise on the god of change, evolution, intrigue, sorcery, and knowledge, you feel a greater power coursing through you. You feel a connection to something deeper and more powerful than you've ever felt before. You feel connected to Zinch, the changer of ways, the god of fate, plots.
Fuck.
And you will also take a level of you will immediately go to corruption 1. Or to max corruption.
So, according to the book, we're done.
Yes. No,
Yeah, that's what it says.
that is not right, because I read the corruption rules before the game today.
Oh, you
Let's
did?
see.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that can't
it's
possibly
so-
be correct.
Corruption limits you are now damned, becoming an NPC controlled by the GM. Meaning that
No, but it flops over. Hang on.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
You made it you got yourself the tall.
Yeah, I thought it was like when you reach your first level, you start to mutate,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
What's equal to
Yeah.
your willpower bonus?
Yeah. Hang on. Magic. Where the fuck is this thing?
It's 183,
183. Thank you.
starting at 182. I apologize.
Yeah, so during play there are 2 primary routes to get corrupting influences. If you encounter corrupting influence, minor demons, major exposure, corrupting. A soul can only withstand so much corruption. Should you survive long enough to gain more mutations than your toughness bonus, or more
There
mental
it is.
corruption
Right,
than your
okay.
willpower bonus, you will have fallen to the god of chaos. You have not done that. So, as corruption ravages your
I
soul,
look all gross and shit.
the warping breath of chaos whispers within, either fanning your flesh into new form, or fracturing your psyche with exquisite knowledge you can never unlearn. First, lose corruption points equal to your... Oh, so, no. So should you ever gain more corruption points in your willpower bonus plus your toughness bonus, immediately make a challenging +0 endurance test. Both of you, please make a challenging +0 endurance test.
Bye.
Eichmann has failed.
Miserably.
Wilhelmina has failed. Remember, this game has rerolls. You can choose to take them if you want to.
I
Can I
can't.
reroll?
I'm at 0.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Oh,
Don't you refill it at the beginning of every game?
Yeah.
I do have resilience too, so
Yeah, there
Did
you go.
you spend your fate?
I burn
I did
a
spend all my
fate
fate,
point
yeah.
to reverse
Oh,
my
shit.
corruption.
Yes.
I
hang on,
took
let
that
me.
demon all by myself. Remember?
So choose not to develop a rolled mutation, but you don't choose any number rolled on a test, even one that's failed. So you can burn a permanent resilience to choose the number rolled on a test, even one that's already failed. You're assumed to win by 1. But regaining resilience is incredibly hard. Fortune, which is just remove and it comes back the next game. Reroll a failed test. Fate is for avoiding. No, so it would either be to burn a resilience, to not develop a rolled mutation, or to change the number on a test.
I
Or
would
to
like
use
to.
a fortune to re-roll the die.
I would like to use my resilience then.
Okay, that is a permanent resilience you're getting rid of.
Oh shit. We're about to go up against the Chaos God.
Indeed. Now, even burning it means you don't develop it, you don't lose the corruption points, so you would still roll the next time you take corruption.
I just want to hide the hair color.
Even
Oh,
then,
what-
it's staving off the inevitable.
You best stop praying to Sigma.
Yeah, Sigmar's like, fuck
Learn
you,
to
dude.
read!
No, you're
Pick
on.
up some books about chaos! Whatever, it's cool.
Yeah, Sigmar's just like, nah, bro, you're on your own. You're a fuck up.
Let's look at some forbidden knowledge. Forget the first part where it says forbidden.
All right, fuck it.
I think
What to do?
I'll spend a fortune
You
and
will spend
reroll.
the fortune. Well, okay, you will spend the fortune and reroll. Do it up. A challenging, no bonus. Hang on, whatever we said before. Test. A endurance test, indeed.
Of course it is. Of course.
It's not as bad.
It's not as. No, it's worse. No. Oh no, it's not as bad. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a
so,
-5. Now it's only -3.
while Wilhelmina is deciding, let's go through Roland's process of change. So please roll a D100.
Oh, okay.
It is a corruption of the body.
Of course it is.
Physical corruption table.
His hand's just coming through his mouth.
Please roll. Use the description below to help you take time to describe how it manifests. Many gruesome details as you want.
How is there a penis on your forehead?
Yeah,
You know,
how did you-
technically, some of these are good.
yes.
Some of them, not all. Some.
I just want to point out that if it's something that Crow can see,
Yeah, it's fine. If you need to put me down, you know Roland well enough to be like, kill me, even though he doesn't say it.
Wilhelmina's gonna start screaming real soon.
Like, Sister Crow and me.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a D100. Let's see what you get. I may choose something else based on what you roll, but I would rather, as long as it's story appropriate, I would rather have the dice decide. But go ahead and roll a D100.
Let's throw my body in the water.
for wait, for you, for Roland, for
No, this is for Roland. Yeah, roll a D100.
Oh, again?
Mm-hmm. This is for what what happens.
Oh shit!
And
Fuck.
he said-
GM's choice. Nice. Okay.
I'm upset. Okay, two things I'm feeling in my. I'm upset that Roland is dying because I had plans for him. At the same time,
You know, not
I'm
as-
okay with rolling a new character because it's so much fun. So, continue.
Well, it would be no fun if it happened right away. It is always more fun to build these things up over time.
The party, sir.
You, as you read this, you realize that disease is about consumption. It is about the taking in to change, the destruction of the world through rending and gnashing of teeth, but for purpose. And as this happens, you feel a change come over you. Not really a psychological one at first, although you're welcome to the change in some ways. But your stomach is strange. It's open. Are those lips? Are those teeth? A mouth has formed across the line of your central stomach. And from it you hunger. At the moment you feel satiated, but you know soon it must be fed. Wilhelmina!
I am now the good one in this party.
You're grimdark good, so there's quotes around that.
A witch, a dark elf, and 2 chaos corrupt people.
I'm not a dark elf. I'm just a high elf that worships the dark
Right now,
elf.
you just kind of see Roland go, like rubbing his tummy a little bit.
Soon, my pet, soon.
Yeah.
You just hear it. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, just whispering to himself.
Every few hours we hear, feed me, Seymour.
Yeah. Fuck. Get the gross one, of course. I'm blaming you for this misery. You did that on purpose.
You're the one that knows what the symbols are.
My
Apparently. Okay.
no, I didn't. I just took a fucking guess and handed you that
No,
one.
I mean, Soul is the one that knows what the symbols are. He knows what the 3 circles means.
I'll pick up Nurgle. It'll be fine. Wilhelmina.
Oh my god.
Were you going to reroll or choose a die, or what are you going to do?
Don't know what to do. I don't want to make it worse.
We can just see what happens.
The test?
So here's the thing. You can burn the permanent fortitude after you find out what your mutation is to avoid the mutation. You will still maintain the same level of corruption points, but it does give you the option of burning them off later.
What's the mutation?
We haven't figured that out yet. I don't know. Is your decision to move forward and see what the mutation may be, or to reroll the die using a fate point?
Do that. Trust me.
Yeah. I want to know what the mutation is, and I'll roll after that.
Okay. Okay. So please roll me a D100. Okay. That is a mutation of the mind. Please roll me another D100.
Do you remember last time we did this when we ended on a cliffhanger and said, yeah, we'll wrap this up real quick and start the next arc?
Right? Maybe not. That's welcome to... Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, okay. So, take a permanent -10 to your willpower.
Oh, no.
Toykin comes back and there's 2 people glowing in his library.
Yes.
Person with a new sword.
You're suddenly filled with abject fear. Would you like to use the burn a permanent fortitude or whatever they're... Yeah.
Permanent fate?
Permanent... We're all like words. Permanent... permanent resilience. Yes, that is correct. Soul is
I'll
correct.
burn it.
It is resilient. Okay.
Is my hair still blue?
Your hair is still blue. You got a fumbling failure. That is...
Right. I'm wrapping my hair up as much as humanly possible and then putting a bandana over it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But that is the only effect, other than you now know the names of one of the 4 gods of chaos.
And Roland's just looking at the blue hair going, rubbing his stomach.
Oh god.
And now Crow walks in.
My hair's covered. She can't see my hair.
Roland's just rubbing his stomach. He slowly turns to Crow. Everything's fine, Crow.
Backing away. Just
don't worry, Crow.
I'm looking like, the fuck have you been smoking?
Everything's fine, Crow.
Do I see the scrolls?
Yeah.
I'm grabbing a regular book, running over to a corner, and just
Dude, I'm gonna walk over and look at the symbols on the scrolls.
Make a religion check.
Lore theology.
Or yeah, theology.
Do you have rotted meat? It sounds delicious, Crow.
It's cool with regular food.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, I mean,
And is it-
it just requires like Tamagotchi levels of care and feeding.
Is it plus 20?
Tamagotchi roll.
It is not plus 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's probably bad.
It's probably bad.
Probably.
I mean, you don't know what they are, but they came out of like that secret compartment over there, and they have these symbols on them.
And there's 2 more in there.
And there's 2 more in there. I mean, if you might want to go look at one just to make sure. You don't know.
Oh.
Do I?
I don't know.
I mean, it's
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Crow is going to look at the 2 scrolls that they've already taken out
Yes.
and look at the 2 scrolls that are still in the thing.
Yes.
Crow's going to take down their sling bag
Yeah.
and put the scrolls into them. Into it.
The other. Oh God. You all are just like walking around with time bombs and shit. I love it.
And I'm going to gently close, and I'm going to turn and look at them and go, "This is witch hunter business, and you will not touch this again."
Make me. Sorry.
definitely not.
I'm going to look at Roland. I'm going to take out another silver bolt, and I'm going to start carving on it.
Putting his name on it. Roland.
I'm gonna put my book down, look terrified, and say, I might need your help later. Go back to pretending to read.
Roland, you can remove all your corruption, by the way. You're at 0 corruption.
I'm at 0 corruption.
I'm going to look at Wilhelmina and go, "You're going to need my help later."
Yeah, yep. Stuff I had planned to do for a while is gonna happen right now. Yep.
I'm staring right at her. I'm going to go, just in case. I'm going to take out another silver bolt.
Question for the GM: do I add 1 to my modifier for corruption and mutations now?
Let me see.
Is that how
Oh
that?
my God.
Yeah, no.
Is that a way to keep track of it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to add 1 until it gets to the modifier.
Yeah. What's your willpower bonus? How many can you take? You can take 4. Okay. You can have
No.
4 mutations before you turn into a gibbering mass. It's fine. Fine.
I just realized that I raised my willpower, so my threshold probably raised too.
The sheet. I think the sheet should automatically keep track of it.
Really?
I think so.
It should. Yeah.
I thought it did.
Well, let's find out. Let's see.
When I put it to the modifier, though, it raises my max corruption to 8. So
Oh, then no, that's not it then.
yeah, I'll find a place soon.
Okay.
Ah, got it. So what's the affliction name?
The affliction name is mouth on stomach.
How do you spell that?
Mouth.
Oh, mouth on
On.
stomach. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Stomach. Affliction effect. See more tummy.
Yeah. A longing, insatiable hunger that must
Longing
be fed.
sensation. Okay. And the heal time?
Oh, there's no
No.
heal time. Oh,
Okay,
no.
indefinite.
Yeah, it is indefinite. I mean, I feel bad a little. I don't actually feel that bad. It's Warhammer.
feel
This
bad,
is
it's
exactly what
fine.
you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Yeah,
What's-
welcome to Warhammer.
It's a really good one because like it's not just obvious like oh gotta kill Roland, but it's like it'll be a thing from now on.
What's
It'll be
funny
like,
is-
I mean, to be fair, I am wearing a chain shirt, so it's probably hard to see that.
What's funny
Yeah.
to me is Wilhelmina, corrupted by Zinch, Gideon, demon of Zinch.
This eye bleach is amazing.
You can think like them, girl. You're on the inside.
Yeah, I posted that. I figured that Roland and Wilhelmina might need some eye bleach.
I am so tempted to just read a scroll right now and join the madness.
No, we need
Can we
one
just
sane
burn
person in this party.
Yeah.
How is the
Mel's
witch hunter the same
perfectly
person?
sane. Well, maybe killing your friends when you find out they're mutated is what drives you crazy.
Fair.
Okay,
I do. Yeah.
Aww. At this point, Mel
Okay.
comes in as well.
Yeah, so I think Mal comes in.
I sense an aura.
Mal seems. Mal, if you sense an aura from Mal, and all of you probably will feel a little bit of like, damn, right now. Like, I'm a little bit all about that. I've never been all about that before, but for right now, or maybe you have. I don't know. I don't know your life. But
Right, Mal just seems really not attractive, but like just like
Confident.
magnetizing.
yeah,
Like
magnetizing.
hot.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to subconsciously move a little closer to Mal.
Okay.
Everyone, how are you?
Wonderful.
I like what you've done. That's
You
cute.
can't see it.
No, with the bandana.
Oh, the bandana, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Bandana, and then the helmet's going over that real soon.
I need eggs uncooked and meat.
Does Toyin have that?
Yes.
He must have servants, so he must have food.
Probably.
With
Is it a good idea to eat before we do this?
I'm not hungry. I'm
Oh my god, I could I'm good, I just ate.
Yeah.
You're looking at the only babes part of eye bleach there. To be fair, I thought those were babies, and I was like, "Oh, I like babies," and I was like, "Oh, okay, not that."
Okay.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, it's
You,
probably gonna
if I
be
die and you,
y'all.
Wilhelmina is coming back to haunt your ass. Just standing there, just giving the mean look, just like, poke, poke.
Don't poke there, please.
When does Toykin come back, I wonder?
Now,
What has happened to all of you?
Freaking, this was.
I did.
I heard montage and then I heard corruption. Let's do that for half an hour.
right?
You know.
So as Toygan and what the hell is the name of the Thieves Guild guy? Hang on.
I have that written down somewhere.
Oh, page 89. I've got it too. That's the wrong book.
Do.
Cross pikes. Franz Bauman. That's right, Franz Bauman. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. It's been a little while for all of us today. We're back into it though. We're rolling back into it. As Toygan and Bauman come into the house, we're going to take our first break here. We now have a party permanently changed in some way, and it'll be fun to see what happens with that as time goes by.
One could say the winds of chaos are blowing.
One could say that the winds of chaos are blowing. And so as we go to our Be Right Back screen, we would also like to thank our Patreon supporters. We got a new one yesterday. Thank you so much, Shauna, for joining the team. You get the shout out today. That's Flying Scurious, who is an amazing member of the RPG community and is in my Monday game. And so thank you, everyone. If you are interested in Patreon things, check out the link down below. Other than that, we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Nope. Nope. Okay, we're going back.
Yeah,
in.
we got that weird interaction makes sense now. Like, oh, he was drunk, but he was also telling the truth.
It was drunk honesty.
Drunken honesty.
We're just reflecting over all of the things that were learned in a kind of quick, offhanded way in a meeting with a god that ended in sexy times with a god.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not at all weird about that. I'm not blushing. You're blushing. Shut up. So, we meet our party now, having had some interesting interactions. While Teugen was off getting Franz, the head of the Thieves Guild. They come back in. Franz looking very around at you guys in the library, going, "What?" Like very confused to be here, but maybe he's weirded out by you all knowing what you all know about each other. You're getting a little of that "does he know" sense, but it's probably just because he's weird being in the house. But as Teugen comes in, he goes, I've brought Franz. We're ready to... What happened in here?
Reading! Franz, are you ready to kill some people?
I'm just gonna put my book aside, get up and march right back into the room, the dining room.
I do as well.
To be
Okay.
fair, we are like this right before we get into a fight.
Okay. And he looks at Mal, and then at Roland, and then at Wilhelmina. Okay. Let's go sit down and talk.
We were just doing some preparations.
This is how we get psyched up.
Good. Right. Okay, so the situation is this.
Just rubbing his stomach.
There are a number of guards outside the warehouse. Most of the people will be congregating there around 10:30 tonight, in preparation for the ritual, which will begin probably right around 11:45 to conclude at midnight with the opening of this portal. There are warehouses on either side of it and warehouses across the street. This is a warehouse district, so expect there to be not a lot of people around. How do we want to do this?
How many gods?
Probably 8 to 10.
I should be able to take a few of them.
What was the thief master's name again?
Franz Baumann. Yes, Franz
Franz?
Baumann. Yes. Why am I
How
in
many-
a... What? Go
Do
ahead.
you want a quick and easy explanation, or
I would
has,
like an explanation. Yes, why am I here?
Mutual
your
interests
people's
for
help.
all of us.
Basically, what's happening is several powerful people in the city have really fucked up and invoked the chaos god or chaos demon.
Did I do it? What? No, I'm gonna go.
But we're in the process of defeating.
I'm going to stop him from behind.
Basically, what this is going to do is to completely destroy the city, which destroys your interests.
Yeah, that would be bad as well. So, I am here. What do you want from me?
We need
Can
a
you
way.
blow up a warehouse?
No.
We need your people. We need your help. This will be very profitable for you in the long run.
What do you want us to do?
I think there's going to be 8 to 10 guards there. We
Yeah.
need people on the lookout. We need people that can disable those guards quickly. And we need to be able to we need to do something to the inside of that warehouse. I'm not sure yet.
Preferably with fire.
Yeah, a
Right,
lot
blow
of
it up.
It's possible we could sneak you into the warehouse.
That's what I was suggesting. And is there any way that maybe some of these guys may be on your payroll that you can just say, hey, don't show up to work today?
He
If
looks
they're-
over at Teugen. Oh, go ahead, Mel.
If they're consorting with these fellows, I don't think they're probably not going to be listening to our friend here.
You never know. They may be.
I mean, the god that was
Just
guarding it
fully
before,
aware.
the one that was accused of killing the goblin, wasn't consorting with them. He was just a god. And
Yeah.
he died.
Some of these guys may be unaware, but just what's happening in there. They could just
Yeah,
be
I mean,
following
they
Hmm.
probably aren't our people.
True.
So it's possible we could pay some of them off, but some of them want to fight because they like to fight. That's
orders. I'm not saying all
One
of them.
tends to get hired as a god because they like to fight. But yes, I'm sure some of them could be paid off. Or we could, knock them on the back of the head, as you do.
That works too. Either way to whittle their numbers in
Yeah.
the front would be
Yeah,
helpful.
so when your thing happens inside, they don't come in and mess with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And of course, sneaking us in there would be the best and most ideal thing that we could do.
Yeah, I'm wondering. It is. It's Warehouse 13 down on the docks.
Yeah, it is.
So we don't have a direct entrance into that, but we do have one into Warehouse 48, which is just across on the other side of the. So in the alleyway across behind it is Warehouse 48. And so we could get you into there, and from there you may be able to sneak it on your own.
That would be. That's the best thing. Maybe we could just throw torches on the rooftop from 48 onto there.
Do you think if they are summoning a demon, they don't have a way to put out a fire?
That's a good point.
I mean, you should try it. Maybe it would work. It'd be very funny if it did.
If we give
we want to interrupt it so it doesn't actually go forth. That's the main philosophy behind that plan. And once they come pouring out or they remain in, at least we would have stopped them from summoning.
Opening the rift.
I want to kill them as many of them as possible.
I do think killing them is probably the best call if they are all corrupted by chaos and want to summon more chaos, yeah?
They were all dead by the
You
end of the
wouldn't
night.
happen to have access to a small keg of black powder, would you?
A
Or
small one,
several big
perhaps.
ones.
No, a small one, maybe. Why?
I was just thinking, if we can get overhead, and they're all collected in that small space that we saw before.
Mhm.
It's a pretty large warehouse. I
Right.
guess that's small, but...
No, I mean the small space that is the ritual circle.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Put a rag into the barrel, light the rag, and just throw it down until it breaks. It'd probably get all of them all at once.
Blow them up, yes.
Toygan, how durable are you?
Me and fire are not friends.
Yeah,
I can
but you're
do it.
quick, aren't you?
No,
Am I-
I can do it. I literally have a talent where I could lift a barrel.
Yeah, I know. If I am near it, it could possibly kill me. That's all. More quickly
Don't
than it
worry.
would normal people.
Oh, Don.
Don't worry, Toygan, I got you.
Ha-
No. I mean, like, I can do it.
No, I mean, I'm going to be at the ritual.
Oh, I see what
How
you're
quickly can you
saying.
get out?
Yeah, we
Toygan's
don't
going
wanna
to be
blow
in
you
the
up.
circle.
And I have to do Toygan's voice. I would prefer not to get blown up. That would be no good.
Here's the thing. You can get in my head. Can I respond?
Yes.
I'm assuming am I able to operate when you do so?
What do you mean by operate? Yes. Are you able to continue moving as you normally would? Yes, unless I choose to force my will upon you. Yes.
I can give you warnings when we're about to act, and then you can get the fuck out. We can give you a couple of seconds. I'm assuming you're fast.
I can be pretty fast indeed.
Why do you think
Start
30
writing the contract.
Done.
just rolling right now?
So your plan is then to sneak into the rafters of the building, wait with the explosives. When they all come in and congregate, you drop the explosives onto them, giving our frontier counselor Toygan enough time to run. Meanwhile, to ensure that no one comes in, you want us within the Thieves Guild. Ow! Cat! You want us within the Thieves Guild. Do you have kicky cats? Do you have cats that like to kick? Yeah. Meanwhile, me and my friends in the Thieves Guild will deal with the meat outside.
Meat? What? Oh, sorry.
The gods. Rory.
Yeah.
The gods.
Mhm.
Are you
Understood.
feeling
Roland?
well?
Yeah, feeling good.
I think he hasn't ate in a while.
Mm.
He seemed like he's feeling a bit peckish.
Roland, are you going in by yourself? I don't really want to go in that building if it's going to explode.
I'm going in.
The building shouldn't, if we're only dropping a small keg, it shouldn't explode the building.
I have an idea. What if we just say we bring the kegs in there disguised
We only have
as
the
a
one.
shipment?
We're not
Oh, only one?
I mean,
We'll
we're
just
rich
say-
as fuck, but
we
we're
will
not
just
that
say-
desperate.
We'll just say we're missing an extra one for the accuracy of the manifest, and we can put it in there.
They know
That way, we're not carrying it in and drop it in. It's already there, and all we have to do is drop the fire on top of the keg.
There's also 4 guard points above the.
Mhm.
Well, if they're paid off, hopefully.
Walk away. They probably have their loyalist in there.
Yeah, the interior probably would not be normal gods because they'd be able to see the ritual and they would definitely skedaddle.
Okay, so then we just go back to the original plan. Gotcha. Okay, I think we're ready.
No.
Not?
I don't think we have a solid plan.
Do we ever?
Okay, so like, what are we going to do? He's going to take out the guards outside.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to sneak in with a black powder keg
Mm-hmm.
and drop it from where?
Rafters.
Off them.
Now remember, there were those overlooks, right, that you guys saw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had
aren't
just
there
brought
usually-
up Wilhelmina. Yeah.
Aren't there usually guards pointed there?
They do have little arrow circles that you could hold arrows in, so...
Aren't there things above those?
Can we get Roland in as a guard
Ooh,
to
great
get up
minds.
there? Can you make him look like someone else, Twigan?
I can do that myself.
It seems like you're avoiding answering that question, sir.
I just
It
need to
would-
be able to see what's going on to let Twigan know what's going to happen.
It would require a stronger connection.
No. Sorry. No.
Okay.
You may be cool with that, Wilhelmina, not me.
He's already got a sickly
I'm
sugar
not
daddy.
either, but I'm willing to do what needs to be done.
Oh, you.
Actually, is there anything above in that warehouse?
So there's like the square catwalk that has the four platforms, which are just like extensions of the catwalk, right? They're just like squares that come out of the corners. And then there are rafters above that.
Yeah.
But it's all open rafter. It's not closed in any way, right?
Gideon has seen our faces. That's the problem. You're right.
Mm-hmm. We can get up in the rafters. I
Um,
can warn Twigan long enough to get out, but
Speaking of your faces,
It's perfect,
We-
I know.
no, we may have seen you on the way here.
What?
So there are a number of fires in the city right now. And Maldiafin was seen running away from one of them. Wilhelmina and Sister Crow was seen running away from one of them. Orland was
But
seen running away from one of them.
those fucks. So whatever happens, we have to get out of the city after this is done.
Well, it depends
I
on
mean,
who
that would probably be
dies.
wise.
Whoever's
And
alive.
Dragon will say, "You are safe here. No one will come after you in my home. If you come back here when this is over, we can make a new plan after that."
Can you still get us to Araby?
Of course I can.
Then that's the plan afterwards.
It is good
fuck
to know
out
that
of
they're
Rock.
scared of us.
That's true, but we need to get the fuck out of Reichland still.
They want this to succeed. They want this ritual to happen, obviously, and they're willing to do what they need to do it. So it feels like we need to be willing to do what we need to do to stop it.
How much of a distance is there between the warehouse 43 and warehouse 13?
It's an alley. It's an alley-sized distance. It's, maybe.
So we could
8
sneak
feet,
across.
10 feet.
Can
Yes,
I,
if you're
no, I
quiet,
wouldn't be
you
able to
could
jump across. Okay.
Well, you may be able to jump across. I don't know how athletic you are. You seem
Probably
very
not.
I'll
athletic to
lift
me.
up this giant table.
Two of us are injured.
Yeah, you're not lifting anything right now with that shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll try my best with one. I'll try my best with one hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great,
I'm
you
sure
can lift
I'm sure
things.
that
That doesn't mean you can jump.
It's a warehouse district. I'm sure there's ladders.
There's
If one of
probably
you-
crossboards and catwalks.
I can get up into the rafters.
Were there crossports connecting the warehouses? Kind of like if
No.
you ever been to a shipping district where
Yeah.
no? Okay.
Yeah, but there
so
are not.
wasn't-
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, but no, there are not.
Okay.
That would make it too easy. See,
Hmm.
That's what I should have got from my god.
right? Not an awesome.
Can you
demon killer
change the
sword.
infrastructure of the city?
Yeah.
The goddess of stevedores.
Get
City
back
planning.
down on your knees, and I'll talk about it.
Ew.
Oh my god. Okay. Plans.
Yeah,
We got
exactly.
'em.
Oh, you're God.
Oh God. This has a whole different meaning now. For Mal.
Heyo.
Heyo.
Okay, so we ready? We good? We gonna die? I mean, no, we good?
No, we're not going to die. Don't worry.
I do need to do one thing before we go.
But
Do you have a kitchen, Toygan, for, people?
I eat normal food too, you know.
I don't know how things work.
It's not all I eat, that's all.
Okay. Block that in the brain. Gonna go to the kitchen. I don't know anymore, man.
Gruber! And a sort of pale-looking servant comes out. Yes, sir.
Direct me to your kitchen right now.
I'll come with me, sir.
Thank you.
Do you have a place of quiet contemplation where I can be by my lonesome for just a few bits?
Yes, of course, a solarium. I don't use it very often.
Thank you.
Makes sense.
Can you direct me there?
Yes, of course. It's down around the hallway, over there, past the kitchen, and then into the back of the house.
Oh, I was hoping he was going to call another Gruber.
Gruber number 2!
I'm gonna head to the solarium. I'm gonna head to the solarium.
Okay. Anybody else have any getting the fuck out and doing the big thing
I think
preparation?
we'll probably follow Crow for a little bit and then chicken out and go back. Just-
Hey, Mr. Crow. No? Okay.
I'm going to do something that
Mrs.
I'm
Crow,
going to
I'm sorry.
regret.
What's that?
I'm going to sit in the solarium and think for a minute and think about what my mentor said about knowing too much. And I'm going to take out one of the scrolls.
Which one?
Which symbols did Wilhelmina and Roland pick?
You don't
Nurgle
know.
and Zinch. Or
Okay.
the 3 dots and the half moon with the tadpole.
Okay. And there was the rune and the other one.
And then the circle with the 2 moons coming off the top of it. So it's purple and brass.
Okay. I'm going to do the circle with the 2 moons.
Yes. Okay, sweet. All right. Yeah. Let's do this. I love it. Okay. Go ahead and make me a willpower test as you unroll it.
Willpower. It's going to be funny because I'm going to pass it. I have a strong willpower.
Oh, yeah,
There's
sure. You
4
say
of
that
you.
fucking now.
And not plus 20, no plus 20, no plus 20, no plus 20.
Wrong button.
I would burn that now if I were you.
See the problem there?
You're going to mutate, aren't you?
Yeah.
Don't make my mistake.
I'm already at 4 corruption,
God.
I think.
I was at 1. Do it.
Yeah. So it only hits max. It doesn't like roll over, and you'll go back to 0 if you mutate. But we can find out what the mutation is first, and then you can blow the permanent fortitude or resilience to ignore it and attempt to, say I'm sorry a real whole lot before.
Let me look at my resilience. I got plenty. Let's find out what happens.
Okay, roll me a D100. Mutations are half the fun. Why am I not seeing that? 14. Okay. Roll me a D100. This is actually kind of... how gross will you allow me to be?
However gross you want to be.
Okay, you X-card me if I go too far.
Uh-oh.
You have uncovered a tome describing the basic practices and principles of Slaanesh. Slaanesh is the princess of pleasure, the lord of excess, the perfect prince, also known as the Dark Prince. Everything Slaanesh does is done to its extreme. Passion, love, decadence, obsession. You feel your body begin to change as this dark god consumes you, and you feel overcome with a level of physical pleasure that you have never experienced before. You sit there in rapture, your body quivering and changing. You are female, correct?
Yes.
I just wanted to confirm before we move forward on this. Two things happen. You begin to morph into a more perfect image of Slaanesh, losing one of your two breasts, and in between where things meet below the waist,
Uh-huh.
a number of tentacles have begun to form.
Oh!
What was it?
I said a number of tentacles have begun to form.
It's like the weirdest chastity belt.
As these are your first mutation, neither of these are directly noticeable and are able to be hidden as long as you're wearing clothing. But you've got a new god now.
That being the case.
Or
I'm sorry, chat and Twitch is great.
you did a little bit, because it's Warhammer and someone just rolled a Slaanesh mutation and that's all about them sexy times. Or you could blow a permanent resilience and not mutate. And realize what you just did was horribly awful, a giant mistake, and you should put that away and go say you're sorry.
So, what would Crow do?
You essentially either turn into a partial Slaanesh demon, in the same way that Roland is now a partial Nurgle demon. But, I mean, you're mutated, you're still human. Or you stay a witch hunter and do witch huntery things.
Probably.
I'm going to stay just because one of the things that I had thought of for Crow was she has never been sure of her god.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
She is, and it's not so much that she's never been sure that he's there, because he has demonstrated more than once that he's there. She's never been sure that she's worth anything to her god.
Ah.
This god seems to think you're worth quite a good deal.
And
fact,
this
we'll-
god just went deep into her brain.
Yeah, in fact, this god loves you. Uncompromisingly. Believes
Yeah,
you are
because Paul is
perfect.
very distant, and this god is very in your face.
Right here.
There's something in your face, all right.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
learn
this
that
took a
little bit.
turn.
I had to see what would happen.
You feel warm in the embrace of Slaanesh. You feel loved. You feel cared for and paid attention to. Worried over.
So,
Or you could blow the resilience. Last chance.
you could, yeah.
Last chance.
No.
This is it right here.
I
Last
don't
chance.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
I think I like where Sister Crow's going.
Set your corruption to 0.
Okay.
And you now have extra naughty bits.
Would that be the same for
Your naughty bits are naughtier than other people's bits.
See, I got +3 to my sword, and you got +3 to your naughty bits.
So, because you're a witch hunter, none of your prayers will work, because I think we're taking this as you turning away from Tall, correct?
Mm-hmm.
but you will instead get to pray to Slanesh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
And we can mask that and figure out what that looks like after game. But you are, if you so choose, I feel like this is a turning point for Sister Crow, right? Either as a witch hunter, you're either taking the mutation and embracing that, or turning away from it and remaining loyal to your god, right?
Mhm.
And so I just want to make sure the implications here are clear 100%, where we will still keep you on a witch hunter path, but you will no longer be able to avail yourself of prayers. We'll just figure something else out.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, I am good with that.
Okay.
Crow is very much that abandoned child that never got to basically feel for anyone, and being the messenger of a distant god was really not what she needed.
Yeah.
You are no longer the hawk or the squirrel. I just want to mention that right.
I'm both.
Yeah.
You're the
I'm
dirt.
the angry tentacle monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So
That's something.
luckily, Wilhelmina turned back and didn't see any of this happen. Roland. You've got a
Okay.
rum in your tum-tum.
Yeah. It's too late for me to burn the resilience, isn't it?
Unless you give me an amazingly narrative reason, like what would you do? What does
So
that look like?
this is going to be the first time Roland's taking off his shirt and seeing what's
Sure.
there. And stop me if I'm able to do this.
Okay. Wait,
But
stop
what-
if you're able to do it?
Well, yeah, if the character, like, if there is a mechanical reason he's going to be unable to do this.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, Roland's going to take it off, and he would think this is disgusting,
Yes.
so he wants to take a knife and try cutting it off himself.
There is no reason for you not to be able to commit what is essentially self-murder.
That's what it is, so it's, like, endowed inside there.
Yes. It would
Fuck.
kill you to cut it out. If you blow the so here's the thing. You took the choice at the time, and that's okay. Any
Right.
choice to remove it
I
at
just
this
didn't
point
know
is
that was
gonna...
going to be the mutation.
Well, you had a chance to burn the permanent after, right? Like...
Oh, I didn't... Yeah. I don't think I realized that at the time. But
Okay,
no, it's
do
fine.
you
It's
want to
fine.
burn the
It's-
permanent resilience, and we can just... Because this is the first time this has happened,
Yeah.
and you were the first one we did it with, I may not have been as clear as the storyteller as I could have been. And I would rather you make the choice you feel is most appropriate for A, your fun, and B, for the character. I don't want to force you into something you're going to feel is unfun or unplayable. So if you want to burn the permanent resilience, that mechanism exists and we should use it.
Okay, yeah, because I think I would like to use it then.
Okay?
Because
yeah, that's absolutely
Roland would
okay.
be like, Roland would be like, "Ugh!" And that wasn't me not being uncomfortable with it. That was just me being like, mechanically as we were narrating it, if he
Yeah.
was going to be able, like, Nurgle, perfect, but like
Yeah.
at the same time, gross and ew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the same time. So,
Yeah, well, I think that's totally cool. Like, I don't have an issue with it. Yeah, so it's gone, and you no longer have a mouth in your tum-tum. So we only have one chaos-corrupted person. It just happens to be, or fully chaos-corrupted person. You still have your 7 corruption, which you'll have to find a way to get rid of.
yeah. So, does that mean...
Which is
do I
a
have
bummer,
s-
because y'all are going to go fight a demon, so you're going to pop off again here real soon, but it's cool.
Do I have the scroll with me?
No, I took them.
No. Yeah, Crow took them all.
I was going to
Yeah.
burn it.
Only one of those scrolls do you want to still exist, Crow. Just FYI. You feel a great loyalty to your new god. Just FYI. You don't have to do anything with that, but only one of those scrolls matters to you. Because your god is obviously the right one. Just, just in terms of psychology. But okay, so... Anything else we need to have happen before we sneak our way through the sewers to Warehouse 48, across the street from Warehouse 13? where tonight a ritual may happen to summon a demon, and we're going to try and stop it, despite having played with a few demons ourselves today.
No.
I think I've done enough.
I think you have. All right.
I can't help myself. I have to do weird things.
Yes. Franz takes you into the sewers. One of his friends is carrying along with him. Toygan will tell you that he will see you at the ritual. He will wait here. It would be odd for him to not be home. Yes, Wilhelmina.
The contract.
Oh, yes, he will happily sign the contract.
I want to see the contract and have Mal and everybody else read it, just to make sure there's nothing that I miss. That it's pretty clear that once this ends, he has no right, no ability, or
What's this rental fee?
would not do that to me again. That at that point it ends. No reoccurrence.
Indeed.
Is Wilhelmina smart enough to point out the see any loopholes or weird wording or anything like that?
What is your intelligence?
It is 40.
Yeah, you don't see a loophole. You are relatively confident that this is. He has been.
Are you still illiterate?
Hmm?
Are you still illiterate?
No, she learned to read.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been able to read the scroll.
It's been so
He has
long.
been unnervingly on the level with you throughout this whole thing, and will continue to be so.
Alright.
And there is no loophole here that you're aware of.
Okay, she'll sign it.
Yeah, sweet. Boink. So with that, Toygan will say, I will stay here as you go, because it would make no sense for me to go in that way, and I should not raise any suspicion. So good luck, and I will see you tonight, and please make sure not to blow me up.
We're going to try.
Thank you.
Crow very carefully says nothing.
Okay, so Franz will take you down into the sewers, and it takes about an hour to navigate over. It's getting towards dusk as you emerge into a warehouse. Long shafts of light shooting through some of the open slats in the top. Boxes all around you. He goes, if you go out the rear entrance over there, you will be just behind Warehouse 13.
Can I sneak over and just kind of pop my head out a little bit just to see what the setup is out there?
Yeah, I wouldn't even make you roll for that. So you actually, as you pop your head out, there are two guards at the corners, kind of looking around, of Warehouse 13. And there's, you notice one up on the roof across the way. On the warehouse directly adjacent to Warehouse 13.
Okay.
I say what we do is we have the black powder, right?
Yeah, it's a keg about this big, about this tall.
Okay,
How close to dark is it?
It's dusk. It's probably 20 minutes till dark.
I kind of wanted to strap like a backpack.
Sure, you can get straps for it.
Okay, so I'm going to strap it over my back.
Okay.
Make
So
it
the
easier
ritual's
to maneuver.
Gonna be done at midnight, right?
The rituals will be finished by midnight, is the plan. Indeed.
Oh, finished by midnight. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait until we see people's
Like at the stroke of, right? It's one of those sorts of things.
Sure.
And our thieves' friends are not with us, but we
But
could
with
best
you.
assume.
Mhm.
But with us. Okay.
How
May
can
the
I get
thieves
up
be
to the
with you.
roof of the building? Do I have to go inside, or is there like a ladder or something going to a hatch or something outside?
There is a ladder on the side of the building that takes you up to the top. Each of these seem to have kind of a slide open top where they could use a crane to drop things in or pull heavy things out. And there's a ladder that kind of takes you up there. That's on the side of each of the buildings. So you could do it here and maybe try to jump across, or you could do it on that if you sneak past the guard.
I think what we should do is. Oh, well, let me know what do you think we should do.
I've got some abilities that makes me sneaky, but
Do you want to sneak in and take care of the guards? Dirty style?
we have the
Before-
thieves for that.
Do you want to join them?
I might as well. I think that's probably a good idea.
And then I could sneak in and we could get into proper area where I could toss the black powder keg.
If I can get up and get something open for you, can you get over there?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm, well, I don't know. I have a -20 to climb. Fuck.
Well, it's a ladder.
Yeah, so what would that be? Like a -10?
You would
think
need
I
to
can,
check
like-
to climb a ladder.
I
You
would
just
need
be
to check.
slow. You would just be slow. Right. There's
Here's
unless there's a threat, I'm not going to make you roll. So if you can find a way to eliminate the threat of needing to get up there quickly, then I won't even make you roll for it, right? But if there is some reason to believe that you may be either attacked or seen on the way up, I would make you roll.
Mhm.
Right.
So how about this then?
Hmm.
Why don't we just get in there ahead of time? We could sneak into one of those arrow slits, and I can wait with our Thieves Guild's friends. Or
That's the plan.
eliminating them. Yeah, so let's do it that way.
That's what I want to do. I want to get in there, get everything in place, and then have you come in after that.
Yeah, but what I was saying is, let's do that right now.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm talking about. We need to get the
Cool.
thieves to get the guys outside, and for myself and the rest of them to get up, and I can get the doors open and get you up.
Okay,
I
so
think. What about the rest
so-
of you? What do you think? Any suggestions?
I'm gonna go up with Roland.
Yep. Same. We'll come down and take care of anyone that's left after the barrel goes off.
all for one.
One for Slanesh!
Yep.
What? What'd you say?
What? What?
Nothing. What? Nothing.
That's an odd voice that came out of nowhere. Wilhelm.
Crow, you said that.
All right. So
It was the hawk.
your first
Oh, you're the
obstacle
hawk.
is sneaking past those guards to get to the roof, right?
For me, yep.
How do you want to try and do that? Are you just going to straight up try and stealth past them? Or do you have any tricksy bits you want to add into the move?
I have beneath notice an alley cat,
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of want to like make myself look a little bit more like a guard, kind of like rearrange things and do that with the other thieves, and basically just try to, as soon as the other guys are disabled, to get in and get up to there and get it open, just get in and get myself inside and have a quick look around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
why
want
don't
to
you
scout
make-
it out basically.
Yeah, make me a stealth check at plus 30. Glad you got that plus 30. Cool. You are, through a combination of walking like you know what the hell you're doing and also being a little bit inconspicuous in that, which is kind of the perfect guard role anyways, you make it past those first two guards and over to the ladder. Making your way up the ladder onto the top of the warehouse. It is a crested top, so at the moment, you don't see the guard on the other side, on the building over here. There's not one on your side. But then you've got the large, overhung, double-sliding roof opening up above you here, and there's like these big metal handles that you can pull it open with.
Okay. And the Tameless Stakes, is it dark yet?
I think narratively, unless there's a reason for it not to be, I don't see any reason why it couldn't be. So yeah, it's dark.
Okay, and I'm going to my mind magic contact Toygan and ask how far out is he?
You've got 2 hours or so. And it feels like ice shooting through your brain. Your eyes feel like it's like the worst migraine you've had. Ice picks behind your eyes as he speaks. And it seems like he's trying to speak very quietly and very quickly so as not to like overdo that.
Okay. And I'm going to check the hatch and see if it's locked.
It is unlocked.
Okay. Just in case, part of my trappings for investigator is lamp oil.
Yes.
I'm gonna oil the hinges.
Oh, smart. So with oiling the hinges, it will open up very quietly. as you roll one of the sides back.
All right. I'm gonna hop down
Okay.
the rafter somewhere in shadow as much as humanly possible.
You are able
And-
to hop down onto the rafter. What I do want you to do is give me a as you're hopping down, because it is a matter of doing this as stealthily as possible, and you're high up and it's kind of echoey because it's a big open building. I do want you to give me another plus 30 stealth check.
Oh!
I will use my alley cat to reverse it.
To an 89?
To not. I thought
Your alley cat?
reverse the dice if any failed test score says. Oh, I would reverse mine in that roll.
Yes. But what you could do instead is just use a fortune to re-roll it.
Yeah, I'll re-roll that.
Okay.
Definitely gonna re-roll that.
Okay. But a 59
But I
would
can
pass.
reverse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. There you go. You with your alley cat, you're able to reverse that to a 59, and
I wobble a little bit, but grab it.
you wobble a little bit, and you realize there are some chains flung up over this, which is what you nearly stepped on, and they're there literally to just like help levy and pull things up and down, right? And you nearly just kind of knocked one where it would like go clattering off, and you're like, "What? Nope!" Ooh, you're up on like 3 toes for a second before putting your. You're in.
All right. What do I see?
Sorry.
So you see that the back end of this space has been completely cleared. It's 50 yards long, this warehouse, and probably 20 yards wide, so about 60 foot wide. The back third has been completely cleared out, with all of the boxes having been stacked further forward. And there you see an open flagstone space taking up the center of that space. Not very large, but there's a lot of like open room around it. And that same that same cabinet that you saw before is here as well.
Okay. Just having a quick look around the obstacles to getting Roland where he needs to go. How?
So to
Can
get
we
the
get him in the way
okay.
that we were thinking? Can we
To
get him
you-
in the way we were thinking?
You can to get the keg directly over the pinnacle or the ritual site. He would have to be out on a thing.
Out on a rafter or one of the little arrow
Oh no,
areas?
on a rafter, not on a walkway. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So you're about, by the way, you're about 40 feet up. The walkways are about 20 feet up.
All right. All right. I'm gonna hop back out and give the. So they're not all there yet, right?
No. In fact, there are still people working in the warehouse of like finally clear the space and stuff like that.
All right. I'm gonna signal for the.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
+0.
Okay.
Okay, nothing.
Fuck.
I'm not with her yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. Shit.
Wilhelmine is doing a pre-scout before bringing you all over.
Yeah. I'm just reading my skills. Sorry. One
You're
second.
I have night vision. I would have been able to see.
Me too.
It was not a sound-based perception test. Or it was not a sight-based perception test. It was a
Oh,
sound-based.
gotcha.
All right. I'm gonna head back out and go back down to them.
Okay, easily enough done at this point. Wilhelmina just look up. Oh, there we go. Over here! Over here! Get up on the
And
wall! Get up on the wall! Free amigos,
I'm gonna-
anyone?
And I'm gonna start. I'm
Yeah,
waiting
the petals.
for the. I'm going to wait for the signal, basically from the Thieves Guild, and then I'll get rolling up and moving.
Okay. So over the course of about 2 minutes, at first you don't hear anything, then you hear thud, thud. And let me make a roll. /roll, D100. 72, they start at like a 60, and we'll have like a plus 20 together. Okay. Yeah. Over the course of about 5 minutes, you see at first you hear just like thud, 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 thud. And then the dude who's up on the warehouse across the way from you, you see him go, oh! And he kind of falls down, and an arm comes up from underneath the ledge, catches him, pulls him over, pulls himself up, and takes his place, wearing guard clothes.
Perfect.
And then
okay.
you see two more guards, two more of your Thieves Guild buddies, do the same thing to the guards, who they kind of come around them with blackjacks. And it's interesting. You see them kind of like sneak up almost simultaneously on either side of the warehouse. And there's like, they both get blackjacked on the back of the head. And they actually pull the bodies towards you in the house. And then we'll tie them up real quick, put a tie around their mouth, and then go take those positions. You're good.
All right. And I'll get rolling and we start heading out. Remember, we're going to go in the same way that I had gotten in before.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, now the four of
assuming.
you... Yeah.
Correct me.
Unless you tell me otherwise. Okay, sweet. So the four of you make your way up the ladder into and onto the rafters. And then from there, what happens next and how you position yourselves is up to you.
I would like to be in the best position possible to not really throw the barrel, but to more just kind of push it off into the circle.
Yeah. I was planning on leading Roland over there, basically scouting the route for him, with him behind me, to get him directly over the circle.
Ah,
okay.
And then I was going to take
Yeah,
another
I
position.
made a little map for you all. So you each have a little token which you should be able to use right next to your thing here, and then
yeah, I'm not able to grab it.
Yeah, I can't grab mine.
all right. So why don't you just go ahead and ping for me one at a time where you would like to be above this on the map?
Do the rafters end up anywhere in this area, the red circle?
Yeah, the rafters are directly above.
Okay, then I would like to be.
Yeah, you can be
directly above.
They're not there right now, by the way. They're just none of those folk that you see on your little handout there. But
How do you?
so you're.
Is this wood over here, or what's this over in the corner?
Yeah, so assume that back beyond this is just all stuff, right? Is just full of boxes, and that this was just a little quick drawing that I found.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, this is not like super accurate. It's more just so you can mark where you want to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess is there a place where I could be?
Actually, we can see this area, correct?
There's a door here. That is currently closed.
I think it would be best for Mal and Crow to come over here, and once they hear the explosion, which is going to be our cue,
clear the way for us to get out.
They will clear the way
up
for us
here
to
is
get
the
out.
main entrance. So if you look at this, the warehouse, right?
There's
about 80% of it is open warehouse, and then in that upper left-hand corner that you're seeing is kind of the front entrance office, right? So it is easy enough for you to assume, because I don't want to got you, that is where everyone will be entering from when they come in for the ritual.
So this is a door to the alley?
The back door here, the larger door, is this kind of double one, is a door to the alley. The smaller door...
Is that locked?
It is not.
So if you open that, does it lead right to the ritual space?
Yes.
I'll just wait out there then.
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah,
Because the goal isn't just to disrupt it. The goal is to fucking kill these people.
Right, yeah. Like, as soon as I hear explosion, I'm going to rip the door open and just go in, and whoever's
Yes.
not dead will hopefully soon be dead.
Yes.
Okay. And then Sister Crow and Wilhelmina, where do you want to be?
I'm being up in the rafters. I would have gotten Roland right there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move back over to, like, in the rafters above right here,
Okay.
above the door, because easy escape.
Cool.
And I'm going to let Toykin know that we're in place.
Okay. He does not respond.
And
and
I'm
then
just sitting and waiting quietly.
Okay. Sister Crow, where do you want to be?
Up in the rafters, if I were over here, as soon as I can ping it.
So like on the right-hand side of the building, yeah.
Yeah, would that give me a clear line of sight to the ritual space?
It will. You will be about 80 feet away because you're going to be up at an angle and away, high in the rafters, up on the
range?
much closer to the front of the building than where the ritual space is.
And I would like to direct our thieves compatriots. Oh, they took the guard's place, right?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, never mind then. I was going to have them come here and here over the guy, but if they're taking the guards, it's more useful.
Yeah.
So
Imagine.
I have to remember, range 10 on a crossbow pistol means what?
You have 10 feet.
It means 10 feet.
Okay. So I have to be very close to use a crossbow pistol.
That
I mean,
can't be
10
right.
feet.
10 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 yards. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, they work in
Like,
yards.
that can't be right. What?
Yeah,
No,
they work in
yeah.
yards in Warhammer.
Yeah,
Okay, so can I get up in the rafters and get within range for my crossbow to be able to hit something?
Yeah, you'll have to be kind of close above it, but you can be like right here.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, and
So
I'm gonna
you'll-
load.
you- Yeah, away off to the right of the ritual space. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna load the silver bolt that has Gideon written on it.
Nice.
Okay, Arya.
Right.
Or Roland.
Okay.
Roland had the name on his pistol, right? No. Wrong one. Never mind. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
Arya definitely had names. They were just on the
Oh,
list.
yeah. Arya had names.
And then, but Roland had the names on each of the different cylinders of his pistol. Yeah. No, Percival de Rollo the Third.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so time will pass. And over the course of the next hour and a half, the place becomes quiet as the folks who are working there during the day prepare it and then leave. And then the first of these red-robed individuals with a hood over top come in, of which there are, over the course of the next half an hour, about 8 of them. You assume that they're changing in that front room before coming back into here, as you'll hear the door open, you'll hear it close, there is a pause, and then a person in a red robe with a hood comes walking through. And then the 6th one who comes in is actually carrying this wriggling bag over their shoulder. And they plop it down right next to the ritual space.
Son of a bitch.
Cut it open, and hog-tied and gagged, pulling it out, is Wilhelm.
Mm-hmm.
Wilhelm is placed directly in the center of the pentacle. Yes?
In my head, I'm going to tell Toykin to adjust your hood or something so I know which one's you.
He taps his head.
Okay.
He was not the one who brought in Wilhelm. And he is now the one with the yellow dot here.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so the last 2 people to enter are Franz Steinhager and Gideon. Both wearing the same robes, but marked here separately so you can tell who they are. Just to give you an idea, green on your map is your boy Wilhelm. This brown dude here is Gideon, and then this purple dude here is Franz Steinhager. And Franz comes in, and everybody's just kind of milling about talking, and he thanks everyone for coming. And he begins to lay out.
Let us commence the meeting.
Yeah, I'm just picturing them like oh my gosh, yeah, they're just like they're meeting up for like a mixer
Yeah,
or
right.
something.
Yeah.
I was promised sandwiches. Why aren't there any sandwiches?
The Chaos Rotary has begun.
Everyone, I bring this meeting to order. We will start with old business. Old business.
Those goddamn meddlers are still at it with their dog.
The Franz lays out this copper circle on the ground with this very thin copper wire. He then takes this small cask of salt and begins drawing a pentacle within inside the copper circle. At the center of that pentacle is Wilhelm hogtied. And then he pulls out 5 silver candles. He sets them to the side, picks the first one up, lights it, puts it at the point of the pentacle where it touches the copper, picks up the second one, lights it, puts it at the point of a pentacle where it touches the...
As this is happening,
Yes?
Roland would like to pray to Sigmar for forgiveness for his past transgressions,
Mm-hmm.
and also pray for Wilhelm's soul to be taken to whatever afterlife you may have.
You're going to kill
deserves
Wilhelm?
it.
Wow.
It's better than be sacrificed to the Chaos Gods at this
I
point.
love you guys so much.
Says you.
This is he's not fully corrupted yet.
Yep. Mal's
go ahead.
she doesn't know.
Yeah, Mal doesn't know any of this.
As a Sigmarite now, I feel like this is the right direction to go.
I have to kill him. Yeah, I respect that. Maybe you'll be our new witch hunter. Okay, so, are you dropping the barrel then? Oh, you're making your prayer check first, right?
I'm sorry?
Did you want to make a prayer check first?
I will make a prayer check, yes.
Okay.
If you believe it is required. That was more for roleplay.
I think
yeah,
it'd be
let's see
fun
what
to because this is a world of active gods. So I'm
Yes.
fascinated. Yeah.
So is this a plus 20 or
No, this will be prayer stuff is normally always just challenging.
it's always just challenging?
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh God, please, Sigmar, please. You know what?
You
I will.
pray? Oh yes.
This is very unmechanical of me, but I will spend a fortune.
Do it. Make the reroll. That's fortune 2 for the day, right?
Yes.
Yes. You have 1 fortune remaining on the day.
Yeah, I do. I know. Yeah, but
That's what they're there for. They're here to be rolled. So go ahead and take your reroll.
well, it's not a fumbling failure.
It is not a fumbling failure.
And it's
which would
an
have had,
SL1 instead of a 3. So.
yes, which would have had a whole different set of effects, which I kind of wish went off because it would have been. I had them planned. So you.
Papa Nurgle, I didn't mean to talk to you.
Sigmar comes down, the hammer just dunks on Roland's head.
So you light the wick, yes?
I light the wick, and after he finishes his prayer, he'll.
Yeah. As soon as he goes to push it, I'm going into Toykin's head. Just run, now, go.
Okay. Real quick, and you hear it in your brain. Should I save the boy?
If you can.
Okay. He's gonna make a test real quick.
As soon as it's in the off the rafter, that's what she starts screaming in her head, and then she's gonna brace for explosion if she can.
Okay.
Or jump out somewhere.
He's got a sweet vampiric power, which he is going to use to reverse the 81 that he got to an.
Oh damn, son!
Yeah.
Whoop,
It's any speed test he makes, any test related to speed he makes, he can reverse the numbers on them. And so you see him almost imperceptibly, his arm lashes out towards the child, grabs him by the 6-pack because he's hogtied, so he's just by the 4-pack, and starts dragging him with him as he's running at what looks like full speed, at the same time as the barrel tips and falls down onto the pinnacle. And I would like a luck roll because this is pretty jury-rigged. So why don't, Roland, why don't you just roll me a D100?
A D100?
Yeah, just roll me a D100. Okay.
Could be worse.
It hits the ground. For a moment, it kind of gutters and sparks, The ritual stops, obviously, because all of this incredible action has happened. There is this gasp from the room. You see a number of the people step back, and then it explodes. As it does, a number of people are immediately shredded. We'll call it that guy, and that guy. One of them gets knocked back into the boxes over here. But Gideon, as the smoke clears, looks angry and frustrated.
I did want to do one thing as
What's
the
that?
smoke was going through.
What's that?
Jump down with my boat hook drawn and kind of cleave into him.
Make a... because you're dropping 40 feet.
Yep, I realized that.
Yeah, make an athletics check for me.
Actually,
Make a challenging athletics check.
Challenging athletics. Oh boy, fuck me.
40 feet, man.
I know.
Oh my god.
Fuck!
Okay.
What is wrong with these rolls today?
What is your toughness bonus?
Huh?
What's your toughness bonus?
My toughness bonus?
Mhm.
5? Or no,
Okay.
I mean it's a 41, but the
Oh, so it's
advanced
4. You don't... Yeah, so your toughness bonus is a 4.
but
right.
my advances are 5, so
You
My
the 5 advances just means you started at 36 and now you're at 41. You've bought it up
Okay.
5 times. Right, so if
Yeah,
you look
then
at your
it's-
characteristic bonuses,
right,
it
it's
says
4.
404. Yeah, and so you
Mhm.
will take 1 point of damage as you hit the ground. But you will be prone and not able to make the attack.
Oh shit, okay.
And as that happens,
Fuck.
and
Okay.
he kind of looks down at you, and then he kind of looks up at Silas, or I'm sorry, at, not Silas, what?
All for Silas, all for Silas.
Is that another character we haven't met yet?
No, that's actually a character from my vampire game.
Silas.
Yeah, and he goes to he looks at Steinhager and goes, "You failed me." And what are the rest of you doing?
As like one blow up and like give it like a second or two
Mm-hmm.
to let the explosion aftermath happen. So that's
Yeah.
probably when Roland falls.
Yeah.
I just it does it. How does it open? Like out or in or slide?
Out. It out. No, it would probably slide. To be honest.
Okay, yeah, just it. Boom. Like 3 seconds. Slide. Mal's running in with her sword.
Okay.
That was the plan. I distracted him for you.
Aha.
Just like we
all
discussed. Roll,
Yes.
Mal.
right. So everybody, roll me initiative.
is it I or INT?
It is I.
Right, and that's just a straight eye roll, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Rock.
So the demon will be going first. So Gideon will be
Dang
going
it.
first because he got a critical success. He's the only one who
Yeah.
critted. And then it
'Cause
will
cheater.
be Mal, and then Roland with a 42, Wilhelmina with a 43, and then Sister Crow with the 82. Okay, so starting with Gideon. Gideon walks over to Franz. He sees you, and it's almost as if he doesn't care. He kicks some of the salt out of the way, and he puts his hand on Franz Steiger's forehead, and he says, "You have failed me!" And you see his hand sink into his flesh, and you see the power of this creature grow as he's no longer human, but this kind of bluish, almost wispy looking being of magic and destruction that takes the life essence of Franz in. If you've ever seen the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, when the cup drinker has chosen poorly and he withers into nothing, that is what happens. And as this transformation begins, I need each of you to make me a fear test, which is a willpower test.
Fear or cool?
Cool. It would be a cool test at plus 20.
I think I have a talent for this.
Woo!
I'm super cool.
Okay, so far, no corruption. Last but not least, Nobody got the corruption. There will be no mutations from this combat, although you are all super freaked out by the fact that you are now facing sort of this almost hunched over. It's got this like long snout to it. Hang on, let me see if I can find a picture to drop in here real quick. Just for you all. I know we don't have a picture window on this overlay, but Tzeentch Demon. I just want you to see what it kind of looks like.
Roland is thinking in his head, thank God he's not dealing with this alone this time.
Right? Yeah, 1 second. There's a good one here somewhere. I just want.
Oh, Z just spelled super weird.
Tzeench. Indeed. Here we go. Sort of like this. Save image as Weaver of Fate. Yep. Doink. With these kind of wings coming off the back of it and this beak, his legs have elongated, his arms have elongated into these claws, and he looks like that once it uploads. That's a very small picture. Look how small that is. Rank. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Oh,
yeah.
I know exactly what that is.
It's like a distended velociraptor
Bird thing.
with
Yes.
wings.
Pretty
Yes.
much.
And now that we all have our initiative, he used his turn to eat his host in order to transform into his demon form. So, that makes it, Mal's go.
Okay. Yeah, as it morphs, I'm just running up behind it, just gonna bring my newly blessed sword down across its back.
Sweet.
Okay. Roll. Okay, so
This is
It's a
a
demon?
basic. Yeah,
it's a demon, so I have plus 30.
It is a demon, so you do have plus 30.
Do I have anything for coming up behind it?
I will give you a plus 10.
Boop. Oh my gosh.
14.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Okay, so you did 9 damage.
Plus
Right.
3.
Plus 3, yeah. So you did 11 damage. Now, it does have some armor, so some of that's going to stick. Some of that's not going to stick.
Well, yeah, it's 8 from just the sword, 9 success levels, and then plus 3 success levels.
Oh, so it's 17, 20 damage.
20.
Okay.
I did 20 damage.
Yeah, you did. So it's got a toughness of 5, an armor of 4. And as this happens, for the first time, each of you is seeing Maldiathan as she truly is. As this sword comes out and she comes in, this... I don't even have a good word for it. It's this, like, martial joy, this lust, both for battle and for naughty bits, seems to be roiling off her as this sword comes out, and she swings it into the demon, who does not...
What does my new sword look like again?
So it's got 3 hooks coming up off the bottom, like shoink, 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 and then it comes up into a leaf tip at the top.
Okay.
And it's got these purple sort of engravings going through it, and the sword itself looks like it has a purple glaze or sheen on it.
Right,
Or like
got
when
it.
it was the metal was folded, it was like folded with some sort of purple dye to give it that look.
Cool.
And it takes a shit ton of damage. Holy god. It
And
takes...
all non-metal APs are ignored. Holy shit.
Yeah. It just took a lot of damage. Okay. It looks hurt already. There's this giant rending slash across its back as its Roland's go.
Roland is going to see this opportunity as it probably just let out this blood-curdling screech,
Okay.
and he wants to sink his boat hook underneath its jaw.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Okay.
It's a basic weapon skill.
Basic weapons,
Yeah, melee.
and it's challenging, correct?
Yeah, it's just all combat plus 0. God, this guy cannot roll.
That's fine.
Okay. On a critical success, wow, team, you're gonna just take this. This demon ain't nothing to you. All right. So you did 1 success level. It plus its normal damage. What's its normal damage?
The normal damage is 7.
Okay. So you did 8.
But it doesn't ignore armor like...
Yeah.
mouse super thingy-majig.
Yeah, super authority blessed sword of doom sauce.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. So it's going to be 8 minus 7. So you do pierce it a little bit, and it is a crit, so if you can roll me a D100.
Damn,
Okay,
finally.
you actually go into its leg, and there's this as you pierce something, you've slowed it down. And it will
Okay.
actually move down 1 in the initiative because of that. Which means Mal will get to go twice before it goes again.
Yeah, Mal can...
Yeah.
Mal's description is fucking killer.
Right?
You could just choose to ignore the initiative.
Yeah, I forgot that I could do
Initiative.
that. I would have went first.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. But it is now Wilhelmina's go.
If I can, I can't remember the rules for moving, but I want to move in the rafters from where I was to right above the demon. I'm gonna pull
You
a
can
roll,
easily do that. Yeah.
and I'm gonna take up my mace. And again, I'm assuming I still have the connection to Twig
Yes.
and just say, "Help us if you can." And I'm gonna drop off with my mace and just try to use my own force, my own body, because she's
Oh my god.
she's pretty tough. She's pretty heavy, and
That's
just
amazing.
wham right into that thing's. Into
I'm
she's
actually
going
gonna-
through the spine to break the spine.
Yeah. I'm going to give you, just because that is narratively fucking awesome, I'm going to give you a plus 20 on an athletics check. And then if you succeed, you will do your damage. He will still have the opportunity to dodge, but I'm going to make this a little easier for you, I think.
Plus 20.
Yeah, on an athletics check. Ugh. But it's still based on what he rolls as well.
Can I? Okay.
No, you may. What
I
probably
would-
yes.
Burn a fortune to reroll.
Burn a fortune to reroll. I love it. Permanent
Yeah,
fortune.
fortune are the ones that come
Well,
back.
you
right?
have. Oh, yes, you're right. Those are not permanent. They will come back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the resilience
Okay.
And fate.
and fate. And you got one more success level. What's your damage?
Plus 7.
7, so it's going to be 8 damage. You come down, you get kind of caught between its wings, and they kind of flap up around you for a second, and as you kind of roll off its back. As you do some damage to it, definitely, it is not. You certainly do not break its back, but you'll have a plus 10 to attack it next time, as will Mal, from both of you having successfully hit it. And Roland, you hit it as well, so remember you'll also have a plus 10 next turn as well. Sister Crow.
I'm going to stand up and shoot it with my crossbow pistol with one of the silver
Okay.
bolts. Oh
That is perfect,
nope!
though.
I am re-rolling that.
Oh man, okay.
Please
I am
do.
not
Yeah.
dropping my crossbow.
Okay.
Let me take the
I'll
resolve.
be right back. Someone's ringing my thing. Sorry.
Okay.
Was it?
You're good.
Is it resolve that you use?
It's a
Or
fortune.
fortune.
It's just a free reroll. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, give me
First
another
freaking
100.
time I get a
Just do it.
100.
Right?
I'm gonna. Before I do, I'm gonna pray. I really hope you like me a little bit more.
I mean, it's
So
not terrible.
you actually rolled a 42
Did?
as you shoot the crossbow bolt because you chose to pray to Slanesh. As you shoot the crossbow bolt, this quick of pinkish energy goes along with it as it slams into the beastie, the demon, and it doesn't do a ton of damage. But you see there's kind of almost this rend in its skin where some bright light is shining out of it now. But you're also going to take 1 corruption point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, sweet. And it turns around and looks at you, and it feels like it thinks maybe it is A, bitten off more than it can chew. Somebody here has a magical sword, and someone else here apparently has a connection to Slanesh, and those are both not good things for him. And 2, that you are currently who it wants to hurt. But we have to wait for Mal to get back, because
I think Mal would attack.
I'm
You know,
100% confident Mal would just try and stab the crap out of this thing, but I feel
Yeah.
bad rolling for Mal.
I'm going to openly and viciously grin at it.
I mean, the roll 20s or roll 20 is going to go whatever way it wants to go.
Yeah, she probably won't matter. Won't mind. I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
She has a plus 10 to melee basic.
Fencing, I believe.
Oh, melee fencing?
Let me check.
Melee. No, it's got to be maybe. What does it say?
For their all melee tests.
Yeah, I think it's melee basic. Then doink, shoink. Does she have fortune? She didn't. She had to burn her permanent fortune, so she didn't have a reroll on that. That's what you get. That's what you get for having me roll things. You shouldn't do that. We should all know better than that by now, because it is now Gideon's go, who flies up into the rafters, into the face of Sister Crow, and is going to wail. You missed. I'm sorry. Mel, you missed on your attack. I'm sorry.
Just for future reference, is your sword fencing or basic, though? You're muted.
You're muted. It's 66 either way.
Did you do my plus 40?
Plus 4. Oh, I did not. You hit. With 3 success levels. So 6 success levels.
Yes.
Which are negated, so it's just basic damage.
14 damage.
So it'll be 8 damage. And it looks really fucked up. But it knows now that it has to kill one person if it kills anyone here, and that's Sister Crow. Being of a different chaotic allegiance. And as it flies away from you, you actually see it start to heal up a little bit as well from a couple of the wounds that you put into it. And it goes to swing at Sister Crow. Whoa, no. What? No, there, okay. So please give me a melee defense check. If you're carrying a melee weapon, or brawl, roll if you're not.
Okay. I have my fighting claws, so. And I don't get the plus 10 for defense, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't think you get your fighting claws anymore.
Yeah, in fact, it now has a plus 10 on you for its next attack. And it will do damage of an ouchy nature. Let me look at its thing. That is going to be 14 points of damage, minus toughness, minus armor, as it grapples you.
3 plus. Okay. So
as it's
what was the total?
14.
Oh shit.
Minus toughness, minus armor.
Okay. So 10 damage.
As your wound reopens. And you again suffer the full brunt of a broken collarbone and have taken the bleeding condition. And will lose 1 hit point a turn until such time as it stops.
In my head, I'm going to go, you like me more. You don't suppose this could be pleasurable at all.
You like it.
Okay.
And that's the thing with Slanesh. It's pain, which is also a thing. Like, so you're going to experience the full brunt of this pain.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. And it turns around, and Maldiathan, you see it shoot a bolt out of its fingers at you as it goes. So I need you to make a Dex Athletics. What? This is not Chronicle of Darkness. Make an athletics check for me, please, as it makes a ranged attack against you.
Okay. Or do I get to use my so I have to dodge it, or?
You don't have to dodge it. You can make the athletics check. Oh, you know what? It would act as a ranged attack, so I don't even have to do that. I just have to make the roll. Which is up here. Where are you? And that's going to have what? Really? That doesn't seem to make any sense, does it? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. What is... And it just needs to... Its advancement's 10. Okay. Oh, God, come here. Why am I having a hard time just rolling to hit something? There we go. Doink. It fails. And I'm pretty sure... I just want to check to make sure, because I don't want to cheat me out of damage or you out of being safe. But I'm pretty sure... because you're in the open, I don't get any additional bonuses or anything. I just want to make sure. Rules. Combat. Range combat. Just fumbles. Range attacks cannot be opposed with melee skills, unless if they also point blank range, which dodge. You cannot make range attacks whilst engaged if you use your range skill when engaged. Shooting at short range. Oh, it does have a plus 20, but that's still not enough to make. That's still not enough to make the hit. So no, I just want to make sure it is a foot, and this this bolt of purplish energy explodes and blows off some just this puff of shrapnel next to you from the rock. But then it is Roland's go. That demon is now 40 feet above you.
Yeah.
Here.
So the best thing that he can do is look to these two guys. Are they on the ground still?
Oh, this is Toygan, and he's out.
Okay, but what about this guy?
He is unconscious up against some blocks.
Okay.
Up against some boxes.
He's going to go over and cut its head off.
It is, as you pull back the hood, it is the mayor of the town.
Yeah, cut his head off.
Okay.
Hey, man, you're involved. You're fucking dead.
Yep. Mayor Gunter
There's something
Reichener
wrong with you.
no longer. Wilhelmina.
Okay. So that thing's way above me, but I have a dagger.
You do?
I don't think I can climb up there fast enough to take a swing at it, can I?
Indeed not.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to take my dagger and throw it.
Nice. That would be a thrown check, correct?
Dagger.
Yeah, range throwing. So it is a +0 test for you because it is not in point blank range.
But I've got the plus 10 on them.
You do. Hey! Nice! What is the damage on your dagger?
+5.
Okay. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to take one of those. As the dagger hits him in the back, he goes, okay. But then it is Sister Crow who is grappled, and therefore -22 attacks on the person grappling them.
So I'm -10 because I had the +10 from the first hit.
You lose advantage. You are already straight -20.
I hope this demon kills Sister Crow so Roland doesn't have to.
I'm going to look up at him and grin again and go, what, not even a kiss?
Aww.
And I'm going to hit him.
Nice. All right.
-20.
Hey! Nice. That's 2 success levels? Okay, 1 second. Melee, boink. Let's do that. You hit him for 9 points of damage, which will be 2 more points of damage. He is starting to look pretty hurt at this point. But he's slobbering over you now. His beak is open, like he wants to rip your head off. But and then you knock him in it, and he's yeah. Mal.
Okay, so this thing's flying, so I can't sword hit it.
Indeed not.
It's up in the rafters.
It is.
You still have that bow and arrow that I gave you, right? Or did you get rid of it?
No, I have it. I'm just not. I don't have anything. I don't have trained. I'm not trained in it yet or anything. Right, and since bow was advanced, so I can't take a shot with it, right?
Why couldn't you take a shot with it?
Because it's advanced. It isn't advanced. You can't make a test if you don't have points in it.
No, that you can't. You just can't train in it.
Yeah, you cannot train in it. You can still make the test. That is correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think. And there's no are there any ladders around here?
There is off against the opposite wall. But if you ran to it and started climbing, you would not be able to do anything else this turn. So it's up to you which way you want to do that.
Okay. So I guess could I go to the ladder, climb, and then next turn run and try to do like a jumping slash on it?
You could.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, you go to the ladder and climb. As you do, and it feels futile to you because the minute you get up to the top of the rafters, with Sister Crow in hand, he flies to the center of the room and just lets Sister Crow drop, and then dives towards Wilhelmina. Sister Crow, take 10 minus only toughness damage as you fall 50 feet.
Okay.
There's no armor from this. Yeah.
Toughness is not great. So I take 7 damage, and I only have... where's my wounds? There's my wounds. Current wounds 3. So
Okay.
I'm at 0.
You are at 0. Okay, so you were
Well,
technically...
I'm beyond 0. I'm
you
like,
took 4 over, right?
yeah.
So roll a D100 for me.
Okay. Too far.
And we're going to add 40 to this. So that is a 69. This is what today's all about.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, as you come
Slug
down,
nice.
this whole area is just full of, like, shattered boxes and stuff, right? You... I'm so sorry. The dragon... The demon drops you onto all of this, like, shattered boxes, and you become impaled into one of them and gain 4 additional bleeding conditions.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm up to 5 bleeding conditions.
And
Oh my
take
God.
3 additional wounds, which is at -7, which means you, unless you get those bleeding conditions cured next turn, I believe that will kill you. Let me make sure. I don't want to...
Is it if you...
Help you out here.
Injury. Wounds. I just want to make sure. If you take the unconscious condition and have 0 wounds, you compare the total number of critical wounds you currently suffer to your toughness bonus if you have more critical wounds. So this counts as a 3 critical wound.
Okay.
It's a 3 wound critical wound, right? I think that's how that works. Let's see.
Sure, I believe you.
Well, that's why we're looking. Because we haven't had anyone go this far before. Okay.
Sister Crow has had a very busy day.
Okay, no. What is your toughness bonus?
3.
Okay. So if you take 2 more crits, you will die. However, the next 2 turns, you will be rolling on the crit chart as you continue to bleed out.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
instant
is
death-
how that works.
Instant death is something that happens.
Yeah. This was sadly not instant death. This is a lingering, bleeding out sort of death. But that is... and then Gideon flies down and attacks Wilhelmina as his second action.
Question.
Yes?
Are there any rats in this warehouse?
Oh, now you're gonna pray to Tal.
No, I'm not going to pray. That's not part of my condition.
Oh,
I
okay.
am sure there are probably rats in this warehouse. Indeed.
Okay.
Why?
Because my death condition is howling defiance at my enemies, as
Oh, nice.
observed by the children of Tal.
Oh,
So it is going to make a melee attack against you at +3. Wilhelmina, you can make your defense roll.
I don't remember how to do that.
Melee basic.
just
If you
straight?
choose to try and knock it away with your weapon, it is melee basic, yes. And it is straight plus 0.
Okay.
So it got 3 success levels to your 0 success levels. So you will take 10 damage minus toughness minus armor to
Again, how do we
your
do that?
arm.
This thing's on the ground now, right?
It is right now. It is on the ground. It used its fly
Okay.
to come back down and start working on another target. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And
down to 6
yeah.
with my toughness bonus, and then what I use for my armor, I have 2 on my arm.
Yep.
So I take that
and
as well.
You would take that as well. So it'd be if you have a 6 toughness and 2 armor, you would only take 2 wounds.
No, my toughness is 4. I got it down
Okay.
to 6, so it'll be down
Oh.
to 4.
It'll be down to a total of 4. That is correct. Yep. And then it is Roland's go.
Roland is going to unsheath his sword
Okay.
and charge towards the demon as its back is turned toward him and stab it.
Okay. Yeah. Make your attack. And you outnumbered 2 to 1, so you get a plus 10.
Okay. It's on top of the plus 10 from earlier.
You having gone and engaged another target, lose that plus 10.
You lose that plus 10. Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha.
Yeah. You have to stay engaged to maintain and build that advantage.
Understood. Gotcha. I understand that now.
Yeah.
okay.
And then it needs to roll as well.
So that's 10.
Yep. And that's going to be a 3, and let me roll for it as well. Doink. 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 Submit. It crit, actually, so it hits you instead.
Shit.
For 7 points of damage, for 7 points of damage, minus armor, minus toughness to the chest.
Okay, dokie.
Oh,
so
no.
how much is it? 7 plus. Just
7.
Just give me the number.
I don't know what your toughness and armor are.
Well, I know. Just give me the damage. Sorry.
7.
7?
Mhm.
So I don't take any because that would equal to 7.
Nice. Yeah, then you would always take 1. You
Always take 1? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sounds good.
Sweet. Okay.
And I'll
So-
shout something angry about Sigmar and tell him to come at me, bro.
Okay. Wilhelmina staring down at this demon.
I'm gonna try and hit it in my face. Hit it in the face with my head.
Hit it with my face.
And I don't get a plus 10 anymore, I don't think.
You do because there are 2 of you.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 1 success level. It will roll as well. Doink, doink. It fails. Nice. So it's gonna be 8 points of damage, reduced to 2, and you see its leg kind of crack as you swing your mace down into it, and it looks like it's on its last legs. It's starting to like almost flicker in and out of reality a little bit, and there's like this no.
Yes.
But then it is Mal's go. Oh no, then it's Sister
Okay.
Crow's rolling a crit. Sister Crow, roll a D100. I'm sorry.
What?
Sister Crow, roll a D100.
Yep.
Adds 70 to it. So that's going to be 87. You are now at wow. Okay, so actually this is narratively appropriate. This is a gut wound. You contract a festering wound. A rat comes up and starts chewing at your chest as you're sitting there, with blood kind of coming out of your mouth and out of your nose, and maybe a little
How
bit out of your-
poetic.
it's just kind of blah, 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 blah. You are now at 9 bleeding condition, so next turn you're going to roll at a plus 90 to the crit chart. And then, you take 2 more bleeding conditions and 4 more wounds. Yep, okay.
4 more wounds?
It doesn't matter. You're at 2 crits out of a third one's going to kill you. So unless somebody gets to you next turn, it's going to...
We're kind of busy.
Look, I put enough Apex Legends that you don't heal your team while the enemy's still there.
She's a demon.
I have a question, though.
Yes?
If you reach negative wounds equal to your maximum, is that also a death?
I don't think so. Let me look. Maybe. Do you want to die?
I mean, It's that situation where no, because I've invested in Sister Crow, but also kind of curious.
Yeah.
I'm curious about death.
The
That
great
weird
part
feeling
about
about
this
PC.
Yeah, the great part about this game is how much fun character creation is. So it's like,
it is.
yeah.
But I will say I'm at negative 11, and my max is 13.
If you take it. No, yeah, so those crits are only for additional damage if you already have if you have excuse me, if you already have wounds, right? So if you're like if you still have wounds remaining and you take a crit because somebody rolled doubles, that would be when those like 4 wound or whatever would trigger out. So don't ignore those. You're at 2 crits and at 9 bleeding conditions. Jesus Christ. You're just everywhere. It's
You are just everywhere.
My last conscious moment will be gently petting the rat on top of his head.
oh, yeah. Mal.
Okay, so I guess I have 2 options. I could run across, I could run it. Am I on the catwalk or am I on the rafters?
You're on the catwalk.
Okay, so I could, if I were to run across the catwalk and jump onto it,
Yes.
would I have to do a test to do that?
I would say yes. You probably would have to make a test to do that.
Okay.
But I would just make it a plus. It's big. So I'd make it a plus 20 athletics check. I'll do the same thing for you that I did for Wilhelmina. Plus 20 athletics. If you make it, you will do damage of your weapon plus success levels.
Oh, it won't be a weapon attack. It'll be
an athletics attack, because you essentially use momentum and gravity to aim your blade at it. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm better at attacking than I am at falling.
Most people are. Yeah.
So could I just slide down the ladder and run at it?
If you want to hit it this turn, you would have to jump on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Choices are hard.
I know they're very hard. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna run and fall on it.
Okay.
Question.
Answer.
Does my bonus apply?
Your plus 30 bonus to kill demons does not apply here. The damage will apply if you hit, but
What about my combat advantage?
You have been out of combat with it for a round, so you no longer have combat with it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's a plus 20. Beeb.
Okay, plus 20. Got it.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I was not expecting it to focus on me.
It wouldn't have had you not pledged yourself to the service of Slanesh.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
That was a tactical error. I thought it would focus on Maldiafen.
Whew.
Oh! Look at you! All right,
Okay.
so what is that damage-wise? It's sword damage
plus 3 plus 3.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How does it die?
Just sinks the blood.
Well, you said my sword has like a thing around the top, right?
It's got like a leaf tip to it? Yeah.
Yeah, the leaf tip. I was gonna say maybe I fall, the leaf tip goes in between like its wings, and I just tear down as basically it. All of my momentum from falling goes into it essentially as I just rip it back apart.
All right. So as you do that, you find yourself for a moment caressed in the air by your god as you feel this guiding hand, because it's a magical blade and you're killing a demon with it. Sink.
Authority knows how aftercare works.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And almost like butter, it runs down through this thing and it screams as this light kind of starts to shine out of it, and you see it start quivering, and it doesn't fall to the ground, but there's this moment where it's there and then it's gone.
Is it dead?
I think so. Better be.
Sure. I think the best thing that we can do right now. This is very important. I'm asking Rain. Did you out loud say that prayer during combat?
Did I? Well, so what I said, I think, if I remember correctly, was, I hope you like me better.
Yes, that is my
Okay.
recollection as well.
I'll make my way over to Sister Crow then and see. I'm
What
like,
if I
oh
just put
god.
my pack on me. My pack open up?
And
Probably.
I'm gonna.
Because the scrolls were in there.
Wilhelmina,
Oh,
what's
did
up?
it open up?
Well, Wilhelmina, what did you have to say?
I'm gonna scream in my head to Twigan. It's dead. How do we get out of here safely?
I'll be there in a moment. Ouch.
It's like you have a bunch of ices and you just chug one every time you talk with him.
Yeah. Yep. Ouch.
Bring
Yeah,
Uh,
the place base drops to one of her knees.
Okay, so Roland kneeling over Sister Crow. You see 3 scrolls sprawled out in the blood. In fact, it seems like the copper one with the copper symbol on it, now that it's in Sister Crow's blood, seems to be pulsing with a almost reddish, a little bit of a red light.
Stuff would be on fire now too.
And the place is beginning to burn down around
I'm
you.
going to take one of the I assume I could find like a long piece of wood that is on the beginning of being set fire, kind of like an ember at the very top, correct?
Yeah, yep.
And the rats are along Sister Crow.
Yeah, there are about 3 rats chewing on Sister Crow right now.
And I'm still unconscious, right?
Yeah, but you look pretty dead. You're impaled.
Actually, it's been long enough that I need you to make another crit roll.
Oh, so you might just be dead, yeah.
yeah,
Magic
okay.
thing.
So this will make it easier.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
because that is 178, and a
Oh my
0-0 kills you. Yeah.
Okay, then this is a lot easier. I take the wood,
What?
burn the scrolls.
Wait, we had our first character death. Sister Crow, how do you die?
Am I alive? Like, not alive. Am I awake?
You will be whatever you want to be to narrate your own death.
I will see the rats feasting on me,
Mm-hmm.
and
Roland.
I'll kind of grasp over towards my pack and pull something out and smile
Mm-hmm.
and go, God of Chaos, I defy you. And I will stab myself in the chest with a silver bolt that has my name on it.
Oh, damn.
Damn! Baller respect!
That is baller as fuck. Yes. You may
Damn.
get some additional bonuses on your character creation for your new character. But with
You
that,
did it!
And yeah,
To be
Roland,
fair, I have it written down. I was keeping score of all the names I was putting on bolts.
yeah.
As soon as I opened the Slaneshi scroll, I
Mhm.
put my name on the bolt.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay. And with that, the passing of Sister Crow into myth and legend.
Very
No one-
good. It's a
no one-
good
no one
ending
did
for
it.
her. I
that
like
is
it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Um,
That's pretty great, actually.
So after you heard that, he'll do his best to lift Sister Crow up to give her a proper burial. And then he will try and set the flames to this warehouse in this chaos space as much as he can
Okay.
before as he leaves carrying Sister Crow's body.
Okay. And as you walk out of this burning wreckage of a building, I believe this is a good place to end our story for today. Holy
Rest in
crap.
peace, Sister Crow.
Okay, so we started up again with a fucking bang. With y'allsies. What
Oh my
even?
gosh.
The character death? A fucking what? Okay.
Oh, question. Oh wait, it disappeared. Never mind. I was gonna say if I wanted to grab another trophy, but it disappeared.
Yeah, this one desubstantiated back to its home realm. Okay, so that was crazy, and we're going to be beginning a whole new story next week. That'll be fun. So
It's a whole new character.
with a whole new character for one of you, why don't we go around the table and get reflections on, first of all, because it's the end of an arc, what do you think of Warhammer now that you've been playing it for 13 episodes? And I know it's been a few weeks or whatever, but like, what do you think? Are you having fun?
Oh yeah.
And all that stuff. And then where else can we find you? Do your massive shout-outs. And we started with Soul last time, so we will end with Soul, and so we will start with Lily.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lily. Lilypad Nebula on all the places. Yeah, it's been really, really good. I think the system really, like, I feel like I'm playing a grimdark game. I don't just feel like I'm playing any other fantasy game.
Yeah.
Like, I think it captures that pretty well. And yeah, some really good stuff. I'm super excited for next week.
Are we finally going to make it to Altdorf and talk to your aunt and make you a real knight?
Fucking hopefully, jeez.
Oh my god.
I'll finally get that 50 XP from my goal.
Woo! Yay.
We never set a party goal.
I think the party goal.
Yeah, we did.
Here-
Solve the mystery of Bogan Hoffman and fix it.
Oh, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Solved. Done. We got it.
Bam. Cool. Awesome. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. It was awesome. We got to kill a second demon with my cool sword, and all of us being awesome. Rip Sister Crow, and hopefully we'll see y'all next week with our next arc season thing.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Next story. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the next thing. Rain.
I am Rain Hayes, and you can find me on Twitter at Rain Ghost, surrounded by X's, and the holy shit. So my expectations coming in today were we're gonna have a quick fight, and then we're gonna see what happens next. What actually happened was way different. For a while now, I've been toying with the idea of what would happen to Crow if she became corrupt, and I saw what would happen to Crow if she became corrupt.
Yeah.
We know.
And then I saw what happened to Crow after she died. Which I did not like. I do have that firm mentality of my character dies, I'll make a new character, it will be fine, and I'll miss Crow because she's my first Warhammer character, but it's the way the game works. You know, your character's gonna die. But I was like, coming into this, I did not expect to read a scroll of Slanesh or to, like, at the very end defy that or any of that.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. I think that was amazing with the stabbing yourself. And the reason I put the scrolls in is because it seemed like everybody really wanted to find something. And my goal is to essentially give the players what they want and let that drive the story, right? And
We are our own worst enemy.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean I'm going to give the players a deck of many things every game, but it does mean, like, if you want something that will force a choice on you, and you didn't have to read the scrolls, you didn't have to open them up, right? But presenting you with a choice felt more interesting than not presenting you with a choice, right? And so that's...
Your
that's,
curiosity.
Yeah. And so, yeah, that was fun, and thank you for... You took it like a champ, and I respect that. And it can be hard to lose a character, and so I even feel bad killing characters, but yeah.
I will say this is the very first time since I started role-playing that a character has died.
Ever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ow.
Welcome to Grimdark. Yeah. You will not be the last. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, give me a week.
Yeah, right? Kayla.
I am Miss Mystery on the internet and on Twitter. You can see my handle down below. Follow me there because I'm in several games a week, including a Demon Plague game tomorrow night. Like I said, I will, and I'm several other places, so I will tweet the bejesus out of that. Pardon me?
What is Demon Plague?
It's a 5e module.
Okay.
They kickstarted it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Grimdark too, actually. And as for this
nice.
game, I absolutely love the system. I was so iffy on it when I first started. I love Grimdark, but simply because I had a bit of trouble grasping it. But I absolutely love it now. I love this, and I love the game and the party dynamic that we have. That's just so dysfunctional.
Yeah.
So I'm really pleased. It's so much fun.
Awesome.
And the only one that Wilhelmina considered a friend died.
Oh.
Very sad.
Oh, wait. Where are you
Also-
playing at? Oh, go ahead.
I was just thinking the one that Wilhelmina was going to go to for help also just died.
Where are you playing at?
I play mostly at Castle Mac, but tomorrow night is Foxwood Games, I think.
Oh, okay. Foxwood Games. There we go. I don't know if that's... Yeah, there it is. Last playing on. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Seems like it worked, maybe. Cool. And then last but not least, Soul.
You can find me on the internet at Sullivan on Twitter and also Soulbear RPG, where I do the majority of things where you can reach out to me and communicate with me if you'd like. I also on Soulbear RPG on Twitch storytell the Crusade of Thorns on Tuesday nights, which is reaching the end of their Anarch part of the chronicle that I tell with Rock over to my left on Twitch, stage right. And I love this system, and I think Roland is even more committed to Sigmar now after his touch with corruption. There was that sort of like knowing is half the battle, and knowing your enemy is a good way to annihilate them. But now he
knows enough.
Yeah, he knows enough. He learned that open scrolls are better burnt than they are read, and so he burnt the scrolls, and he took Sister Crow's last badass few moments and thought that was like proper warrior. He's gonna give her a proper burial, and
awesome.
he burnt this warehouse space to the ground and burnt all the corruption that hopefully laid within Bogenhofen, and it's all burning down as he leaves it, not looking back.
Burnt scroll. Scrolls are better burnt than read. That is the most Warhammer line ever, by the way.
Now scrolls are better burnt than read now. He needs to make a pilgrimage to Altdorf, and so hopefully we can roleplay Mal stuff out and maybe get rid of this corruption. Hopefully he got rid of some of it with annihilating all this chaos shit.
We'll see.
But he wants to get rid of all of it, so we'll see where that goes. Yeah.
Sweet. All right, and I am Sean, also known as Throck. I've been your host for the day. I'm a co-founder here. Welcome to the party, where we create inclusive and equitable spaces for people to play games, and that is what we like to do, and teach people how to stream. When we get new streamers on board, we always like to give space for that as well. And so you can always find us on Discord, where we have an amazingly rocking Discord community. And then you can support us here or on Patreon. We actually prefer Patreon, although here is also awesome if that's more your jam. Which is a Patreon. We get more of the money so we can do more with it, and that includes hiring artists and writers to write things for us that then we will share with the community, which is our long-term plan here at what we're calling PBS for RPGs. So yeah, give us a check out, and we are not going to raid because our next game actually starts here in about 20 minutes, and that's going to be Tales from the Kingdom of Five, because we went super over. Sunday's a triple shot. So you stick with us at 5 p.m., you'll see Tales from the Kingdom of Five, our D&D 3.5 edition throwback homebrew campaign of awesomeness. And then at 8:30, Vibrant, Virtuous, Victorious. I literally just did the graphics for it, and now I blanked on the name.
Visible, Victorious. And
that's right. Vibrant, Visible, Victorious are our one-shot series GM'd by POC for POCs, which has actually turned out to be a huge success so far, and I'm really glad it's working out well. So come on by. It's a whole day of gaming here at Welcome to the Party, and we'd love to have you. But with that, we're going to be out, so everyone wave and say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, we love you. Bye, we'll see you again in like 20 minutes. Okay, bye.